Hello and welcome to the Miscellaneous Bullshit Podcast. I'm Sean Lavelle, and as always, I'm joined by Tanner Cheesy Pizza Clark. If you haven't done so yet, please check us out on Instagram at MBPod and on Twitter at Podcast Bullshit. You can also email us at yo@mbpod.com. That's yo@mbpod.com. We are joined today by a familiar special guest, but we'll get into that in just a moment. And now, without further delay, this is Miscellaneous Bullshit.
Some people look at me and be like, oh, that's an awful person. He's kind of awesome. And I don't know who this people
That's
are.
how Trump got elected.
Man, I mean, it sounds like he kind of has his shit together now, a little maybe. Although he is just hanging out with his buddy, drinking bourbon.
But at least he admits that I was right. He was the worst.
Get someone on the phone, send an email, talk to someone who knows someone who knows someone.
Yep.
And get shit done.
Figure it out.
Get it done. If you like pumpkin pie, then jump off a bridge. They are pumpkin pie is the worst.
You like pumpkin pie? Drink and drive. Okay? Drink and drive. I can't stay.
Look, we've had the fucking conversation
Tune in
before.
next week to my
We've had
own
the fucking
podcast,
conversation
okay?
before.
MB podcast starring Tanner Clark only.
Crazy.
So I don't care about your politics, LeBron James. However, that's not a political issue, so keep talking about it, man.
Oh yeah,
It's really small, right?
Yeah, it's pretty small.
It's weird.
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I got stick fingers anyway, like they're super thin, but my pinky would snap instantaneously.
under pressure?
Instantaneously.
you can play the piano.
fair enough.
What?
You'd be great at the
Piano,
piano.
yeah.
Really?
Thin fingers.
All right, enough about pinkies. Our miscellaneous cocktail this week is
I might play piano.
the Moscow Mule. The Moscow Mule. So it's basically it's a standard classic cocktail. Used to be really, really popular, then vanished forever.
Whoa.
And then a few years ago popped back on the scene.
It vanished forever whenever the Soviet era Russians did.
when.
Yes.
That's what happened.
That's what happened.
Delicious.
It's
So
really good.
It's
really
pretty
good.
straightforward though. It's 2 ounces of vodka. We use Sky vodka this week. Half an ounce of fresh lime juice and ginger beer. And I put in, this is not standard, but some people do it, and that's what we did. Mint leaves, 4 to 6 fresh mint leaves.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
I'm dunking these
It
things.
definitely it adds.
They're going in.
And then a lime
Like a
wheel,
savage.
lime wheel for garnish. So basically, throw everything into a shaker except for the ginger beer. Muddle the mint with the lime juice.
Yeah.
Then add the vodka, add the ice, shake it, and then strain it. You actually have to double strain it because the mint leaves get. You just hold. It's 2 strainers. No, it's just 2.
Okay.
It's just 2 strainers.
Okay.
There's the the normal strainer, Hawthorne strainer, and then you use like a mesh strainer that you hold over that. Yeah, like that.
Sound effects.
Yeah, it's good.
Real quick, shout out to the French. Sky Vodka. Come on.
Sky
vodka.
Shout out to
Delicious
the
stuff.
That's who make it.
The French.
Okay.
You French?
Sure.
No, you're Irish.
Hey,
you
Frenchie.
said you're Irish.
Take it easy.
I can tell you something. So we've actually had not a conversation about these before, but there's an idea out there. You told me about this. There's the hamburger and then the cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Adding the leaves,
Yeah.
cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger
man.
idea?
Cheeseburger.
Hey.
I like that.
Cheeseburger.
All right.
That is.
Hamburger's trash.
Hamburgers are trash.
Oh my gosh, man, this is delicious. You
Well,
guys should make one of these if you're listening.
You should definitely make it. You definitely need the copper mugs. Set it off. Pick some of those up. You can find them anywhere.
No red
for
solo cup
pretty
for this
cheap.
one.
Nope, not for this one.
Nope.
And that's the miscellaneous cocktail.
I recommend dunking the garnish in the drink.
I'm gonna try that.
Add some flavor. There you go. Look, he's on board.
He's
I'm
on
doing
board. The he that we're referring to is our special guest this week, which hopefully you're very familiar with him, as he was just on the show last week.
Maybe you were listening, right?
Hopefully you listened. If you didn't, go back and listen to that episode, and then listen to this episode.
Kevin Nolan.
Kevin Nolan.
Yeah.
Kevin Nolan is here. So basically, welcome back, Kevin.
Well, thank you.
It's good to have you again.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
I'm telling you right now, last week was a blast.
We had a great time.
We had a really good time.
Yeah.
I had a great time, and we talked about it afterwards, and then
Yeah.
I watched it. You didn't watch it, did you? I mean, you probably like kind of scrolled through, but you didn't watch it.
No, I didn't watch it.
We had a great time.
I'm certain we had a great time.
We had a great time.
So
you want to see 3 grown men have a great time?
Just watch that.
Good times.
Yes, that is a good point. All the podcasts are up on YouTube. The full.
I recommend searching 3
episodes.
grown men have fun time on Google, and then this will probably pop.
I don't know that you want to search that. I don't know that's what's gonna pop up.
Are you sure?
Well, I don't know.
You guys should try it. If you're listening, you should try it. 3 grown men having fun. Google that and see what happens.
I hope that pops up.
So like I said, Kevin, we had such a good time. We had to have you back, and you were kind enough to join us again. So
Absolutely.
So you're back,
Yes.
and one of the big reactions from your episode last week spawned a lot of questions.
I thought I was Kevin Nolan.
Yeah, well, I think that was a big part of it.
But I'm back this time with other questions
Nice.
for Kevin Nolan.
Ooh.
I was prepared.
So now Tanner's prepared with some questions, but also I believe we had some listener questions.
Yeah, actually. So someone listened.
So someone listened to it.
Yeah,
At least one person.
No, it was 3. A total of 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got 5 questions out of 3 listeners. So hey, we're coming up.
That's good.
We're coming up.
That's a good start.
Both my sons listened, and they.
Oh,
again,
yeah?
They don't have any questions for you.
Well, they just think I'm crazy,
They think you're crazy.
but that's okay because
But
I'm
they
not.
saw 3 grown men
Oh,
having
I've
a
got
good
some
time.
more stories about that this time.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we're ready. We're ready, man. We're ready. We're ready. So what's going on, man? Anything new going on?
Nada.
We already do this? Sorry, I'm messing up on order, guys.
You're supposed to T Kevin K-Man K-Noel.
Sorry, guys.
K-Noel _ 8.
Yep.
Sorry, guys. I can't read. I really can't. I didn't even know where we were. So I apologize. Yeah, so we definitely got some listener questions in here.
Okay.
I know a few people obviously watched/listened to the episode. Going through, a couple people sent some questions in. We'll see what we got going on here. Sorry. First one that we kind of want to talk about. We're just going to pop through here, get some conversation started. Kev,
Yes.
you said that you're a mental health expert. Those were your words. Mental health expert, correct? Those were your words.
Oh, sure.
I think that's how it was. I think that's how it was worded.
I'm an expertise. I'm expert at mental health.
Okay.
What does that
yeah.
mean?
Well, and
yeah.
you're an expert on the homeless.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say an expert, but I'm close.
But you know what you're
Because
talking about.
I live in LA.
You live in LA.
Oh, absolutely.
You
I've
live
been
in LA.
down there feeding homeless.
By the way, looked up Skid Row. It's not because they're homeless. Apparently,
What do they call it that?
Apparently, there used to be a place there called Skid Road, or something. I don't know. That's what the internet says. Could be fake.
Convenient.
Interesting, though. I did not know that.
I cared enough to look it up.
Okay.
But I mean,
good.
I didn't care enough to really, really look it up. I was like,
Right.
oh, that's good enough for me. I'm out.
You want to know when Skid Row really became popular? Honestly, it's when hospitals, not our hospital where I work,
Right.
but hospitals were dropping patients off on Skid Row
Yeah.
where they didn't know where else to put them.
Okay.
They would take them down
Just
there.
drop them on the curb.
They drop them on the curb. No lie.
Jeez, man.
It's LA.
So
Stuff to do.
that's
It's LA.
well, if they went into Anaheim, you'd have Disneyland. But come on.
Yeah.
So, anyways, no, hospitals were dumping patients.
Jeez.
So, over the past, I would say 15, 20 years, a lot of things have changed. I'm not going to name which hospital or hospitals actually were dropping them off, but it's a well-known hospital.
Kaiser Permanente.
Wow. That didn't come from me. But no, Kaiser
Sose? You're not supposed to say that.
Like, I don't know if it really was
That's
Kaiser,
right.
but they're just
Oh,
the
it was.
worst, man. Kaiser's
No.
just the worst.
It was Kaiser.
I told you.
And the reason I say that is because people were taking pictures of the vans that said Kaiser Permanente on the side, dropping them off. So anyways,
Oh, man.
but some legislation just went through this last year where homeless patients have to have from a hospital, so I'm from a hospital, you have to have a place for them to go, weather appropriate clothes, 3 meals prior to them leaving, and medication.
Okay.
Well, that's a start.
It's a start.
That's a start.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, it's rough because there aren't a lot of places for them to go, especially in the winter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so now, even if you didn't listen to the episode last week, clearly
Mental health expert. That's where I was going with
expert.
that. Exactly.
He's established himself once again as
Immediately.
that.
Immediately.
So,
We didn't even make him.
No,
he just
he
did
did
it.
it.
He just did
he
it.
is.
Holy
he
shit.
is what he is.
He just did
All
it.
right.
All right. So the first like I said, we got 5 questions. This one is realistically, it's 2 questions. We're going to kind of go through it really quick. Do you think that there's a correlation between mental health issues and substance abuse?
Absolutely.
Okay. And how do you think that works out? Like, just go ahead and elaborate on that if you can for us.
One of the county that I work in, they started a program. I'm not going to say, I can say the name. It's Our Best. And basically it's consumers will go out into the community to make contact with homeless people who are usually mentally ill, and most of them have a co-occurring disorder, which is the mental illness along with alcohol abuse, any kind of substance abuse.
Yeah.
And they found that 100% of the people they made contact with had these co-occurring disorders. So
100%.
definitely 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Jeez.
100%. I was shocked.
That's really interesting. So that, that's pretty straightforward. So kind of going into just the second question really quick, kind of related. So between homelessness and substance abuse, you think that there's a correlation as well, correct?
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Personally, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Well, you're the expert. That's why.
I mean, because
Hey,
I actually have an opinion on this one. I mean, because this is something that you just kind of see.
I would say, just from what I've seen, patients I've seen come through the hospital who are homeless or were homeless, and then going out into LA to feed the homeless, I would say 80% are using drugs.
Okay, that's interesting. I mean, and you think about it, maybe even a higher percentage of that is using drugs or alcohol.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And realistically, it's something that unfortunately makes sense. The average, this might not be the case for everyone, but the average thought is probably that someone who is homeless does not have a whole lot to do. You know what I mean? The happiest life in the world. What do people use it as an escape, from all that kind of stuff? So, I mean, that's really interesting.
And are these things just happening simultaneously, or is one fueling the other? Is one driving the other?
Interesting question. I don't think I could give you an answer on that.
Yeah.
I would say, from the patients that I've seen come through the hospital, one definitely fuels the other.
Sure.
That if it's that vicious cycle. If you're depressed, you're drinking, and if you're drinking, you're alcoholic, you become depressed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, it definitely feels like a kind of like a chicken or egg situation.
Yes, it is.
Well, I mean,
because if you're like you said, if you like Tanner said, if you are homeless, you're going to be that much more prone or willing to go down a substance abuse road.
Easier. It's easier.
Well, yeah, and it would look much more appealing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
If you were struggling with homelessness at the time, but at the same time, if you have substance abuse issues,
even if you come from a really good family and everything like that, it opens up those doors to homelessness.
What significantly easier.
Yeah. And a perfect example is when I went to the Midnight Mission. And I know that I mentioned this last week.
Sure.
We were talking. It's a 200-bed facility. For those who want to get in, of course, they sleep out front to show that they are willing to put in the work for it. Well, I would say, I'm not going to say 100%, but a large portion of those 200 people that are in the Midnight Mission, drug or alcohol.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, the guy that gave us a tour, his was drugs, heroin, and we all know heroin is a huge thing right now.
What's heroin?
Opioids or opioids.
Opioids, yeah.
Whatever. And that's what his was. And he was, can't remember the name of the college he was going to, but he's on a scholarship.
He's bouncing back.
Now he is.
It takes a special kind of person to be able to do that, or a special just type of event in your life. You know what I mean? Like,
perfect.
Some people might have a kid, and then that can change everything for them. You know what I mean?
Yes,
absolutely. So quick, when you're talking about that, place, how many people do you think start to camp outside and just cannot do that?
What's the dropout
rate? There's got to be a high
high
dropout rate of that.
I would say there is, because I didn't ask that question. I wanted to, but I kind of thought it was a little disrespectful.
Right. Well, but then how do they even keep tabs on that? It's like, all right, red shirt guy right here, right. Day 3, We'll see you tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, how does that work?
Well, you know,
They probably have signage.
the interesting thing,
Yeah, go ahead.
they might, who knows? But the interesting thing is, I thought is, you know, they're giving Monday through Saturday, they're giving 3 meals a day. Sundays they give 2 meals, breakfast and lunch or dinner. And there's some sort of protection in that area where they are. There's for when it's cold, they have heaters. When it rains, they put a tarp up and over, so they're protected.
Right.
So my thought would, you know, I'm sure there's a large amount that drop out that just can't hang.
Yeah.
Because they have to be there. What did I say about it? I think they said a month.
Right. That's what. Yeah, you said it was probably a month.
I think it's a month that they have to sit out there and show that this is what they want to do. But once you get into the midnight mission, they have everything.
Yeah.
You know, they have all sorts of training. They have, I mean, they have everything there, which is wonderful.
Yeah, you just got to earn it. You just got to earn it.
Have
Show
to
that you're
earn
willing.
it, and it's all done by donations.
Because people abuse programs,
crazy.
you know, all
That's
the
awesome.
time.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
Oh,
So
yeah.
It makes sense.
No way, man.
Yeah.
No
yeah,
way.
dude. Yeah. Me too. Okay, look. I just got on food stamps last week, okay? Let me
Get
tell you
out
all
of here.
Just because I can.
Wait.
Just because I can.
They have
I don't
food.
need them. I can.
They
I
have
just
food
can.
stamps out here. They don't have the EBT card.
That's what it is, right? Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it is.
That's
Yeah,
what it
because you
is.
see that at the gas station, EBT accepted here.
Right.
We don't want.
Yeah,
I
so
saw-
those are the ones I go to.
Actually, I saw that at a strip club. I'm
Yeah.
not
Oh,
positive,
there
but I
we
think I
go.
did.
Well,
Yeah.
I use it at the
Was it
bait
on
shop.
was
so-
was the sign on a lady? Was that or no? Was it
She
at,
had-
was it
she
at
had
the
her-
bar?
She had her phone out with a
Oh,
little
okay.
little
Yeah, it had the.
slide
The square reader?
Yeah, the square reader. You can just bleep it. There you go.
Hey,
Goodness.
never mind. Never mind.
Goodness.
I could say things.
That's enough. That's enough of that, gentlemen.
So, you know, I do want to apologize, guys. I was just off, man. I came in here. I was not ready. I was
Oh,
off.
I know.
The order was out. I'm okay though.
No. The order's fine. You're out.
I'm okay though.
You got it? You shake it off?
I'm okay though.
You're in. You're in the game.
I'm okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and get through a couple of these other questions for you. So you mentioned that you used to be a ghost hunter.
Yes.
Used to be.
Yes.
Used to be.
Yes.
So did you stop? I guess yes.
Yeah.
You don't do that anymore. You gave
Well,
up on
I
it.
would do it.
Okay, okay, gotcha.
But I'm not doing it right now.
Right.
But if the opportunity came up again, I would do it. It just it wasn't working with the group we had. You know, we went to city in Arizona called Oatman. I don't know if you've ever heard of Oatman. It's outside of Bullhead City.
No.
Okay, it's supposed to be very haunted. Went out there. We actually, how do I want to say? We got the opportunity to investigate once the city pretty much closed down.
The city closed down.
Yeah, because it's tiny.
It's like a ghost town?
Yeah, because they have donkeys roaming the streets.
I have donkeys.
It's pretty amazing.
It's like The Walking Dead.
You know, and I'm just going to tell you right now. I just was really put off by one of the psychics that we had in this group. We had two of them.
She was a phony. She was a phony. She had to be.
Well, she wasn't the one that saw the girl that was attached to me, the little girl that I was talking about. But as I'm walking up the street, it's dark, and I see out of the corner of my eye, she throws a rock, and I'm thinking, oh, she's phony.
Yeah.
But even before that, when she popped out of
She
the
threw a rock.
yeah, to say that she heard a noise.
Oh, what was that?
Oh God!
Bitch,
You threw a rock,
I saw
lady.
you throw that
You
rock.
threw a fucking rock.
You're not fooling anybody. Get out of
Don't
here.
you? We're filming this.
Yeah,
we're
we
filming
have our
this.
infrared cameras.
Come on, you don't think
we
we're
have our
gonna watch
ghost
this?
box?
You don't think we're gonna watch this, dude?
That's funny you say that. I have a ghost box.
Yeah, I know. You told us about it.
So anyways,
Where do you think I got it from?
I got my ghost box.
All right, so is the ghost hunter thing?
Kevin
is it
has
like?
42 ghosts inside of this box.
Is it like?
No,
Is it like? Is the ghost box anything like a Pokemon ball?
no. No, what it is it just scans. Yeah, I bring out you, Pikachu. Right? Yeah, right?
And catches the other ghosts. I get it.
No, it's not like your ghost hunters or Ghostbusters.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, Venkman throws
Yeah,
the box.
right,
No, it's not like that. It just it scans through radio channels and they'll pick up words that are being said, and supposedly that's
Oh, like a Ouija board,
in a sense.
but words
But
instead of.
it's radio stations. It scans through radio stations. It's very interesting.
Okay, wait a
How
minute.
it's done.
Do you get actual like coherent sentences
Yes.
out of this ghost box?
I've had my name said several times. Kevin is not a popular
someone
name
is
on the
trolling
radio.
you so hard on the other end of that ghost
listen.
box. Someone is at the master
man.
controls, just
Kevin?
like, oh, we got a live one.
Hey, I want to say, Kevin is not a popular name on the radio station. It's just not. I've heard my name several times.
I know so many songs with Kevin in it. Oh, let me just think about it. I'll get him in. I'll get him in later.
Yeah.
I wish
So, anyways,
Okay, that's But is it like once a ghost hunter, always a ghost hunter?
So like you got to get discouraged, but you're going to keep at it.
oh, I'll keep at it.
I mean, you're always a ghost hunter. You're just waiting for the right
time.
opportunity.
Oh, absolutely.
Is there something that would make you believe that ghosts were not real?
Well, that's one of the things I try to do.
Can you disprove ghosts?
Right now?
Yeah.
I can't.
I'm saying if someone did, could they change your mind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. It's just I'm not one of those that goes in blindly and says, "Oh, there's a ghost here."
Right.
No, not at all. I'm
That
one
pretends you don't see the person throw the rock.
Yeah, exactly. I'm one that goes in there and says, "Let's disprove that this is happening."
Yeah.
And if if I can't disprove it in any way,
A skeptic.
very much so.
There you go.
And I'll tell you what, during this whole, I think it was about a year and a half, 2 years, we did this. Went to maybe about a total of 3 or 4 houses, and then of course a cemetery. That cemetery was real interesting that we did. But where the house I was living in, I think that they're friends of mine. I think they brought something into the house, and I even have a picture to show you guys. It's great.
Okay.
It's of my foot because for 3 nights, it actually went over a week's time. 3 nights in a row, I was being woken up almost as if something was pushing down on me.
That's uncomfortable.
Very
I don't
uncomfortable.
Like that.
Very uncomfortable.
I don't like it.
I'm not married. I don't have a wife. Don't have a girlfriend at the time, so I'm in my room alone.
Right.
And I honestly got the feeling that it wasn't evil. It was just angry. And not only was it just it was a female, blonde hair. Yeah. Why do you say blonde hair? Because at one point when I was waking up, I saw blonde hair and I felt hair on my face. I'm telling you right now, one of the craziest things that ever happened to me. So what I did is I videotaped myself sleeping. Now, have you ever done that?
No,
Just actually set a camera up?
That's actually I might do that now.
No,
I don't think I want to do that.
I'll tell you right now.
I don't think so.
I watched maybe half of it and I had to stop because there are times where I'm waking up and I don't remember doing it, looking around like something woke me up. Don't do it.
That's so disturbing.
It's
I don't want to do it.
extremely
Well, and like
Nope.
I mean, like that makes perfect sense because if you sleep with like your partner or something like that, you'll see them do like weird stuff in their sleep, and you're like, yeah, you're crazy. You did that last night. And they're like, no.
No.
And then it would be really weird to watch. Oh, I can. Yeah, never mind. I changed
like
my. I can't do it.
I went probably about 3.5 hours of watching it fast, just fast motion, and thinking, finally stopping because I woke up maybe 3 times. I don't remember waking up and looking around, and I thought, I can't do it. It's disturbing.
Yeah.
So anyway, over that, it was 3 days.
Yeah.
And I ended up going out to Arizona for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I was with my kids. Nothing happens. And I can remember coming home that Saturday night after Thanksgiving, dreading the fact that I was having to come back to this. Dreading it. So that first night, I barely slept. And, it sounds crazy. And people would go, "Are you pretty crazy?" And I actually thought,
no one said that to you.
Actually,
People would go, "You're pretty
You're
crazy."
pretty crazy. I thought I was going crazy at one point because I heard people whispering.
Okay.
Okay. And I'd get up. I'd go in the hallway, look, nobody's up. All of the lights are off. I even went outside at one point. I'm telling you, it's crazy making. But I have a picture on my phone. It's real interesting. So I woke up one morning to somebody grabbing my foot. Okay.
Your kids are such assholes.
I don't like it.
They're
I
just
don't like
messing
it.
with you.
So grabbing my foot.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, okay, this is real. Showering that morning, I look at my foot and there's bruises on it.
There's what?
A bruise on it. You
On
want to
your
see the
foot?
picture?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It looks like a handprint. So I go to my kid's house. And I'd helped them move stuff when we were out in Arizona, just like a couch here, whatever.
Right.
I said, do you remember me hitting my foot on anything? I'm
At
trying
all.
to figure out, did I hit it? No.
Rationalize.
You know what? We would have known if you hit your foot hard enough to get a bruise, be pissed.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Everyone,
sure
everyone yells when they step on a Lego or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you lose it.
I love the progression of this. Like, hey, do you remember me hitting my foot on anything? And they go, nope. And you go, well then, my house is definitely haunted. It was a ghost. And they're like, no. On second thought, I remember something. You definitely dropped the soap on your.
So what I did is I said,
all right, Dad, chill out.
Okay, look at this, guys. So I take off my shoe, and they both are like, because they know I'm into this ghost hunting stuff.
Yeah.
And they're both like, holy shit. I can cuss on this, right?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
We covered this last time.
Holy shit. My son puts his hand on there, and it's a handprint on the top of my foot. I swear to you.
Was it his hand size?
No, it's smaller.
Was it a perfect match?
Okay.
It's smaller. I'm telling you, it was a blonde woman angry. I'm telling you.
What did you do to her, Kevin?
Well, nothing. So I can remember
Did you get her prints?
Yeah. So the next 3 nights, I would try to not fall asleep. And thanks to Mike and Mike on ESPN, I stayed awake pretty much.
Yeah. And once again, I think I said this last week. It's not that I don't believe. I just have not had my experience necessarily. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'd freak out. I've heard about people getting like that. I don't know, what is it? What's it called? Like sleep paralysis? Or
hypnagogia.
What?
Yeah, there we go.
No.
I just pulled out.
Not that one. Not that one.
Okay,
I'm talking about the one where you like think someone's like killing you or something like that.
It's sleep paralysis. Okay, I'll tell you what. A show on Netflix you watch. Oh my God, it's great.
You said it's called Hipster Ganja?
No.
Hipster Ganja. Yeah.
Hypnagogia or hypnagogia.
Okay.
Look it up. I'm telling you right now, and that's what I thought I had.
Okay.
Sleep paralysis. Never had it before, and I haven't had it since.
You heard about that?
Yes. Sleep paralysis.
That's never happened to me. It sounds terrifying.
Yeah, it sounds terrifying.
I can't deal.
There's a show on Netflix that it basically goes. It profiles 5 different people. No, we'll watch it.
Okay.
We'll watch it after this.
Okay. No, it's not. It sounds really interesting.
It's pretty scary.
I don't think I want to do it though.
No, we will.
Okay, we'll check it out.
Okay, thanks.
You got next one?
All right. So obviously, Kevin has established himself as a conspiracy nut.
Oh yeah.
No.
So,
wait a second. You
conspiracy
said
theorist. There's no no nut involved.
Oh, sorry. A conspiracy expert.
No, theorist.
So
mental health nut. Conspiracy expert.
Perfect. Coin the term.
Great.
So what we need to know, Kevin,
yes,
is your take. We're just going to ask everyone.
If that's strong, that's dangerous.
It's not that strong.
Okay.
It's not that strong.
Did you put alcohol in there?
Yeah, there's alcohol.
Okay.
But it's not that strong. Look, man, we just need to know. Did Bush cause 9/11 or what?
Did he cause it or did he do it?
You know what?
Did he have a hand in it?
I don't think he did.
You don't think so?
Really?
No.
Really?
That's one thing. That's one conspiracy I don't believe.
Interesting.
And
do tell.
Jet fuel can't melt steel beams, bro.
Oh, once it knocks the paint off, it sure can.
Once it knocks the what?
The paint
Off the steel?
Yeah.
Okay,
steel
really?
beams. Yeah, that's I watched that whole thing.
Okay.
Who was it? Jesse Ventura? Didn't he do one on that?
We call him the body. We call him the body.
Anyway, so I've looked at the video. I've looked at all that stuff. That's one that I don't
subscribe to.
No, I don't.
It was Cheney.
You know what? It may have been. No, to do that to those buildings, demolish those buildings like that. You know how long it would take to put charges in that and in the Twin Towers to bring those buildings
They
down?
did it during construction.
Many
years ago.
Now who's the conspiracy?
I like the
nut?
people that
Goodness.
said, yeah, for about 2 weeks we saw people in black suits walking all over the place. Well, they probably wore black suits.
It's New York. It's New York, man. It's New York. People wear suits.
Now, the one thing I will say about that is that, I'm not even going to talk about it because I don't know enough about it.
Mm-hmm.
But
those are my favorite conversations.
It could be. I'm not going to say it is. I don't know. I don't subscribe to
Who did it? You got something in your head. Who did it?
I'm not saying.
Oh, man. Oh, you have to say
Dude,
it now.
come on. You're not coming back on, Kev. Who did it?
Okay, hold on.
Who did it?
I have to look this one up.
Who
But
did
but
it?
but now you know that the buildings were purchased. I want to say they were purchased prior to. Oh, you guys.
Okay, so
Look at you.
no.
I'm just cracking
Dude.
up because, like, you, of course, like, you don't believe in the conspiracy,
Yeah.
like
But
the
I-
common one.
But you believe in a
but you
more
have
conspiracy.
behind the
Conspiracy.
I love it. No, who is? I want to know. I really want to know. I was
Okay.
just laughing.
What I've read, what I've heard is some guy. He was of. How do I say this in a very?
PC way?
Thank you.
It's hard.
It is.
It's really tough,
He was
man.
from Israel.
Okay, yeah.
Had purchased the buildings and was able to take out insurance on the buildings
Really?
without really having any.
Was he a Rothschild?
Oh wow! Oh no!
No.
I'm sure he's related at some point because
Yeah.
Rothschild's kind of behind Denver International.
Everything. Oh, we'll get to that. We got one more question, man, and
Okay.
then we'll get to that.
The
I'm
Rothschilds.
just,
Well,
I'm just warming. I'm
you
just
know
warming
the,
it
you know
up.
the Rothschilds.
Hey,
They started the banking the way
I know
we
all
know
about
it.
him. I know all about him.
Tanner's like your protege.
I know all about
I
him.
love it.
All right.
Anyway,
You-
so do I subscribe to it? Not totally, but yeah, there's something up there.
Okay.
Something's not right.
All right. It's not as it seems,
Not
or as
seems.
it was portrayed.
Exactly.
Okay. All
So,
right.
final thoughts. Al Qaeda hijackers did not just.
No.
That's not what happened.
Nope.
Okay.
I think
With box cutters.
there's something behind it.
Yeah.
Something more than
That's
what
fair.
we know is behind it.
I think the same thing. I don't know what happened, but I think the same thing. You know how much there's everything. Money, man.
It's all about money.
It's all money. It's all money.
We'll get to that too.
It's all money.
Ooh, Sean's opening
so-
up the whiskey.
So last and final question is another conspiracy one, actually, and then we'll get into some more conspiracy stuff. We'll have a fun time. Are you familiar? Sorry, with the conspiracy theories surrounding FEMA and FEMA camps?
Okay. Yeah.
Are you familiar?
I'm familiar with some of it.
All they want to know are what are some of your thoughts on that? And I looked it up a little bit and just I have like a couple facts. I guess facts. I don't know. You know.
Yeah. Facts are wonderful.
Apparently, and like I said, I'll kind of throw these out here really quick, and then we can talk about what
love
you
it.
know.
I love it.
Just because Sean, you're not familiar with this. are
No,
you?
this I'm not. I am not familiar with.
You know
at
who
all.
FEMA is?
Yeah.
Federal Emergency Management Agency. For those of you listening, they're awesome. So apparently, they're planning to imprison U.S. citizens in concentration camps.
There we go.
So there's like 600 FEMA camps in
like
the United
happening right
States.
now?
Dude. Okay.
Now there's one in Wyoming. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, I believe so. I mean, I kind of read through it. Like
And-
I said,
and what I've heard,
I believe it. There's 600, man. They're probably everywhere.
There's one in Wyoming that can hold up to 1 million
What?
people. No. And the population of Wyoming is like 200,000.
Of course.
So go figure.
Okay.
This is.
I mean, it
that's
sounds
what
like
I've
a perfect
heard.
place for
That's
it.
what
But,
I've heard.
but how is that happening? Or why is this happening?
One of the I don't know. One of the craziest things I saw on it, and like I said, I don't know. One of the
I
craziest
love
things involves one of the average person's favorite presidents ever, and one of the most important bills of the last however many years, Obamacare.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently,
Okay.
so everyone knows. Listeners, if you don't know, and I mean, we'll talk about it, catch up. This is how legislation works. This is what we're proposing a plan for. We're going to sneak all this shit in down here, and you guys are going to have to agree to all of it or none of it.
Yeah,
you
that
can't
I
pick
know.
and okay. So those of you listening, you cannot pick and choose. You know what I mean? So the bill is, let's say, free
they'll put
healthcare
it
for
in-
everyone. Oh, you can't drive on Sundays. That's in there. You know what I mean? It's law
Right.
now.
Yeah,
And
they
it's law.
put something that shouldn't get passed inside of something that has to get passed.
And that's how you get your. That's
Yeah.
why bipartisanship sucks a lot of times. You know that.
Oh
they
yeah,
throw that
because
in
you
there.
want to get, and you know what else they put in these is things for, let's say, to get it passed. The senators from Alabama are going to vote for it, even if they're both. You have one Democrat, one Republican.
Yeah.
As long as they're getting stuff for their constituents.
I think that's how isn't that how they got like net neutral? Was it net neutrality?
Yes.
That's how they got to do
Yes.
originally that whole thing. That's what kicked that off. Was they snuck it through that way? I believe.
Okay.
Anyway, all right. So,
So-
continue.
Apparently, in the Obamacare bill, there are a lot of shady things in there regarding these FEMA camps and stuff. Apparently, do you know what a guillotine is?
Yeah. I've heard that, and I've heard this about that.
Do you know what a guillotine is?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
So for those of you who do not know, it chops your head off.
Yeah.
Okay, that's medieval shit. It's medieval shit.
Very,
you know what I mean?
Very
more like a
popular in
thud.
France.
Very popular by the French.
France,
Okay,
yeah, they
so
loved it.
do you think that there's a reason for guillotines to be around in the United States right now?
Not that I can think of.
Why do we have 30,000 of them?
What?
Maybe
Are they like historical societies?
I don't know.
Reenactors.
I mean,
Reenactors.
no.
I don't know how historic 2011 was or whenever Obamacare was passed. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, they're there.
apparently we have all these guillotines.
That's true.
And it's interesting.
Newly
And
made guillotines?
I don't know how 30,000 can be you know what I mean? Saved from medieval times.
Yeah,
What
that's
he
a
says
lot.
is, I've heard that, and where they're stored, I don't know, but it's a very quick way to get rid of some. Now, it's funny you say that, because at these FEMA camps, and I saw a YouTube video years ago where the guy was actually walking on the outside of a FEMA camp, and he's showing not videotaping, but just recording it on his phone. The FEMA coffins that they have, they're big, gigantic,
Tons of them.
plastic coffins that could hold probably 10 bodies.
Lovely.
And there were hundreds, thousands of them stacked upon, just all over. And the guy was you could tell he was shocked as he was filming it.
Right.
So why would they have all those? What's going to happen? Well,
Are they just prepared for something? But what are they prepared for that we don't know of? You know what I mean? What is that, man?
What is it? What do you know?
He's got a theory. He's got a conspiracy theory.
Well, you know, okay, we're going to get into it when I get into Denver International.
Okay.
We'll get into the
you have a place for that?
we'll get into the 1%. How about that? Because
okay.
I'm not one of the 1%, by the way.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Just because my skin's white does not mean I'm 1%.
We're all part of the 1%.
No, we're the 99.
No. Which one are you picking? What do you want? Tanner's picking from the liquor
That one.
the liquor cabinet. Which one?
That one.
What do you want?
Anyone. Any whiskey is fine. Wait, what is that one on the far right? Four Roses.
Yeah.
We had that at New Year's.
Dude, this looks
is
sophisticated.
delicious. It is delicious. Get you some. Okay, so
Do you have any Indiana bourbon?
no, because Indiana's the worst.
Do you have any Indiana corn mash?
I think we have some California bourbon for you.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
That doesn't exist,
All right,
huh?
so
No. Okay.
all right, so we're
Sorry, guys.
are we tabling this for now? We don't want to name names on here. Is that what we're doing?
Well,
or we're holding it for the Denver
think
airport?
Well, I think I'd like to know a little more about it before I start discussing it.
That's fair.
But I could tell you the FEMA camps, and he brings up there are hundreds of FEMA camps throughout the United States. And why do we have them all set up is my question. And I've questioned that a lot, is why are they're set up to go.
Yeah,
Now,
ready to go.
Natural disaster, that's what FEMA camps are for natural disasters.
Sure.
But why aren't these FEMA camps holding people after natural disasters?
Exactly.
It's like after the Houston, hurricane, you didn't hear
FEMA.
200,000 people shipped up to Wyoming FEMA camp set for the next couple months.
No, they're put into where were they put? Into the Superdome or wherever? Toilet stop.
Not Joel Osteen's church, I'll tell you that.
Oh, no. He was busy.
Stop! No, we're closed today.
Hey, it's not Sunday.
You know God takes naps.
All right. Jeez. All right. Kevin, what the hell are you talking about with this Denver International? You've been teasing it. You told us about it last week. You've mentioned it 3 times already today. Denver Airport.
I'm gonna kick this one off because
Okay.
I looked it up a little bit. I don't know a lot, but they have a horse.
Oh, that horse is something.
You want to pull up a picture?
Pull a picture.
They have a horse?
Yeah.
What do you mean they have a horse?
It's not just a horse. This is a devil horse.
It's a horse of the apocalypse. It is.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. At the airport.
And
Hey, welcome to Denver.
how do you like our horse?
Fiery eye. Look at the fiery eyes on that thing. Are you kidding me?
That's it.
That is a little disturbing.
Dude, imagine touching down on the runway just to see that thing.
It's a little disturbing.
It looks like it's going to take off and fly at any minute.
Why is it there?
It's scary,
Okay, now
man.
here's the beautiful thing about that. And I put a bullet point. Do you mind if I look at my notes real quick?
Go
notes,
ahead,
man.
man. This
'Cause
guy's
I-
got notes.
Okay, so the guy who sculpted that horse, you know, he died while sculpting that horse.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
He actually fell, severed his artery, and died right there.
Died while sculpting the thing?
Yes.
Severed his artery.
I'll give you his name. Luis Jimenez.
Okay.
Seriously.
Well, you know that Chucky had to go somewhere once that doll was gone.
Jimenez.
Okay. Yeah, so
He went inside the horse. Dude, that's scary.
So,
That's scary.
okay. So, but, I mean, I get it, though, because a big-ass horse, you're up on the top of that thing sculpting it.
But why is the
and you
horse
fall.
there? The horse is just tied into
And
the
it's
bigger
not-
picture.
It's not even a Bronco. Denver Broncos.
That
It's
would
a
make sense.
Mustang. Come on.
It's a Mustang.
So
Makes
it's
no
not-
sense.
Okay, so they consider it one of the horses of the apocalypse.
Poor branding.
Okay.
Poor branding.
Give it red eyes; it'll look wonderful.
Yeah. So something I saw whenever I watched this baby YouTube documentary on it. Denver International Airport. Okay, so I guess what's your conspiracy theory? Like, what's your blanket conspiracy theory? And then I guess I'll kind of get into what Denver International Airport feels about it.
What I've read, I don't even need to use this. There's basically an underground bunker, underground city for that 1% that I was talking about.
Okay.
This airport, just to give you an idea, is twice the size of
Huge.
Manhattan. So I'm guessing Manhattan's like the size of California. I'm not sure. I've never been.
I've never.
No. Just kidding, you guys. Anyway, so it's twice the size of Manhattan. It
Okay.
ran $2 billion over budget. That's
$2
a lot.
billion.
Billion.
How do you go $2 billion over budget? How
That's
do you even
because you're
spend
building a city underneath.
Yeah, God bless.
You know, and if you look at it from above, and
Mm-hmm.
I've seen pictures from it above, is they talk about the runways, the way they're shaped looks like a swastika. And that is true.
Really?
Yeah.
Seems
Odd.
weird. Yeah,
Well,
that's odd.
okay, so here's another interesting thing about it. And I'm going to pull it up on my phone.
What's a swastika?
Yeah.
Oh,
Shut up.
So
yeah. It's not perfect.
it's not. But
It's not perfect,
It's
but-
interesting.
Yeah.
So
Oh wait, maybe it is. Kind of looks like a swastika.
okay. So the other thing about it is that a dedication marker and plaques around the airport maintain that it was funded by the New World Airport Commission. But if you dig into it, guess what? There's no such thing as a
Not a
New
real thing.
World Airport
But
Commission.
what is there a new world?
Order.
Oh, okay.
And that's where I say that 1%. That's what Sean's looking at pictures at. I love it. See, I've been to Denver
See it?
International twice, but I haven't had enough time to start poking around and see if I can release.
You didn't walk the runway?
You know, I could pull an arm down on one of the gargoyles.
Oh
in
yeah.
a
So
suitcase.
tons of dude. Why are there so many gargoyle statues in this place? Tons of them, gargoyle statues. And so like Denver.
Wouldn't it be? It
It's
just
just weird.
feels a little weird though. Like, who's gonna actually make it look like a swastika? When was it made?
95.
Yeah.
95.
And one of the questions is why
Before
are
like
they
Google
making
Earth was a thing, maybe they weren't worried about it.
It's
No
not
one's ever gonna see this.
It won't look like anything. But you know, one of the first things they say is, "Why build this airport when we have a perfectly good airport a couple miles away?"
What airport?
Denver.
Okay, yeah,
there is.
okay, yeah.
There is another airport there, and you know, and the other, and I.
So their planes can fly out of the ground and take off to save them.
I'm telling you, the wiring, and I've read this. I can't find it. I looked for it past couple of days. The wiring that it took for this airport was like 3 times the amount of what it takes for an airport.
Interesting.
So and
They
you
do
know,
it big
like-
in Denver, man.
so New World Order, the Freemasons had a big part in this.
Okay.
And one of the interesting things that I did read today, and I hadn't read before. Oh, sorry.
Something while you're looking that up, Kev, real quick. Denver International Airport also, like, they like troll you now. Like, there's like they have like a website. It's like find out what we're really about. And like They
That
have
they
like
made?
they have like signs, like billboards inside the hotel of like aliens and shit like that.
They
They're
actually
like,
made it?
yeah, and they're
Yeah.
like, what do you think? Like, what's behind this wall?
they're
And it's
telling
like secret aliens, blah blah blah, or a better airport experience. Like seriously, that's what they say and stuff like that. And it's like, okay,
Pull up some of the murals.
yeah,
pull
yeah.
up some of the
Oh,
murals.
dude, they have this. Oh, yeah. Okay,
It's
so
the
they have this like,
apocalypse.
yeah, the apocalypse mural,
Yeah.
and it's like these people who look like they're fearing for their life, but at the same time calm in like a weird way.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's creepy.
And some guy
but
in
like
a-
the title of the what's the title?
Some guy in a gas mask shooting people and little
This is
girl
the one I'm
holding a
talking
dove.
about. This is the one I'm talking about right there. So like if you really look at it in the back, that's like the end of you see like the fire burning and everything. And then everyone looks scared. I don't know. It's weird.
So
It's
why
weird.
It
would
just seems like it's a little on the nose, though. No, like,
But why would you put that there in an airport where kids are going to walk by?
I have seen some weird stuff in airports. To be
There's
fair,
weird
I've seen
stuff
some
in
really
airports.
weird stuff in airports.
But if it's like,
Have you ever
hey,
seen a gargoyle in a suitcase?
no, I've never
Okay.
seen that though. That's
yeah,
fair.
No, that's weird.
Gargoyles
But,
are weird enough.
I'm just saying, like, if this
Except for
is-
that show, it was cool.
But why would
Yeah,
you?
that was a good show.
It was a really good show.
My
There's no
kids
question
watched
about
it with me.
But why? Why would you do? You know, if we're trying to hide this secret thing, why are we putting clues everywhere? That's all I'm saying. Who are the clues for?
Well, isn't that interesting?
do it?
It's
Why
it's
not put
reverse psychology, right? And no,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Put it in plain
No.
sight. Put it in plain sight. Let them start asking. We'll have an answer for everything, and they're going to let it go at some point.
Hmm.
And I pulled up an article on this that was written a year ago, and they still are talking about this stuff. So
Interesting.
it says,
But you keep talking about the 1%. Can we call it something else? Because we're all in the 1%.
no, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Sean, we're not.
Worldwide. In the United States? No. Worldwide? Yes.
I don't see myself as 1%. I haven't gotten my. Well, I have my.
what's the
I
world
have my-
population?
It's like 30. It's like if you
7
make.
7 billion.
Yeah.
It's like if you make
that'd be
30,000 a
7
year, you're in the 1%. It's like 33,000 a year.
I'm out.
Hold on, 7 billion divided by 100. Well, I make 13 billion. No, I'm still not. No way.
So 7 billion. What I'm saying.
That's interesting. God, math's cool. We'll figure it out.
So let's look up
I
what
understand
a
what you're saying.
gargoyle is for. What's a gargoyle for? I know. No, this is a big deal. They have gargoyles sitting in suitcases.
What
To
is,
serve Thanatos and save the world.
There we go.
okay.
I'm kidding. That's
It was
not
his
what it
name.
is.
What was his name? Santos? I don't know. The guy.
Santos?
I don't know the guy
Oh,
from
that's from the
Gargoyles.
Gargoyles.
Never mind. Never mind.
There's
That
some reference in that cartoon.
that show was fucking awesome.
It was good. I watched it with my kids. They loved it. No.
All right.
So anyway, so
All right. So,
Denver International.
long story short, the Freemasons, the Bilderbergs.
Hold on with the Bilderbergs, the
Okay.
Freemasons, real quick. This is one of the theories out there, and I pulled this one up, and I'd seen this before too. Apologize for me taking so long.
Okay, and
So what they say is, adding fuel to the fires, the date of the airport's dedication, March 19th, 1994. If you add those numbers up, 1 plus 9 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 4, you get 33. The highest level one can achieve in Freemasonry, and which represents perfection.
so
No, I'm telling you that. But you have to think about this stuff.
Right.
dude, if you were gonna do
I
it,
got- I
you'd be
gotcha.
secretive about it, man. You'd be secretive. You said so. They're like Scientologists.
No.
They're levels. There are levels to it.
Freemasonry,
levels to
yeah,
it.
there is, but it's
There's
not a
levels to it.
religion.
No,
Scientology, though.
my
I
grandfather.
have stuff on that, but
My
that's
grandfather
for a later show.
was a Mason.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. He not all there anymore. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah, he was a Mason. Absolutely, back in the day.
That was big time stuff.
I'm gonna ask him about this.
Every-
Like, Grandpa, you built that shit, right? You were there. You
were
know what
there.
they're hiding underneath there.
You know what's
You
going
know
on.
what they're hiding underneath
Yeah.
there.
All right.
Okay.
Any other crazy conspiracy things we need to cover?
Well, you did mention the Bilderbergs.
The Bilderbergs,
Yeah, my kids made fun
the
of
Freemasons,
me
the Bilderbergs
about that. For those of
got
you who
together,
don't know what the Bilderbergs
built
are,
this crazy
The
underground
Bilderberg
city.
Group.
yes, he knows. Every year they
They meet in Canada.
Well, they meet almost anywhere.
Well, okay, yeah. The
This
one
year
I saw was in
Canada,
Canada. Yeah.
And it's very secretive.
Mm-hmm.
It's
You
the
want
top richest
Drop some names.
people.
Who's in there? Some politicians.
Oh, we've had politicians in there. George Bush has been in there. Barack Obama went 1 year.
Of course.
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton.
Sure.
Bill Clinton. It's that top.
Right.
If you're saying we're worldwide 1%ers, these are the .0001.
I get what you're saying.
So these are
I don't think you do.
This is the new world. These are the people that want the new world order.
Right.
That's why everybody's so upset Trump got it. Because he doesn't want a new world order.
Yeah.
The status quo, they want a new world order.
So is it like a furry convention or what? What do they have going on up there?
They talk about
Cosplay.
how they're gonna
Absolutely. Cosplay.
I saw Spider-Man. No, they want to drive the way the market works.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about money.
Well, okay.
It is. It's all about money and driving and keeping them at the top.
Right.
They don't want me to get to the top. They don't want you to get to the top. They
Right.
just want to stay at the top.
But yeah. But like, what would have to happen for that to change? Like, they're not going anywhere. What are they tripping? What are they tripping on?
No, they want to make more. Oh, look at he's looking up who.
No, I'm just saying, like, these people that run this thing with names like this, dude, you don't even hear, like, these are the people, there's certain people on the Forbes list that aren't even on the Forbes list because, like, you won't find Rothschilds on the Forbes list.
No, you won't.
But everyone knows that they are way richer than anyone. You know what I mean? Jeff Bezos, where does he get the money from? You know what I mean? Like, how do you get the money,
It's
Jeff?
true.
Right.
From them. You know what I mean? Like, they own the world. The top people of this fucking committee, this dude's name is Prince Bernard.
There's an H in there.
of Lip Beasterfield.
Yeah.
And then Alec Douglas Home, Baron, home of Herschel. He's a baron. Like, these people are insane. These people are insane. You know what I mean? Baron. These they're barons of places that we've never even heard of. These aren't even real places.
No, it's true. But and he mentioned Rothschild. You gotta talk about Rothschild and all this.
Okay.
They started banking as we know it.
As we know it.
As we know it.
It's ridiculous how
you can look back in history, American history even. That only goes back 225, 30 years now.
Yeah.
And there were certain presidents, I believe Alexander Hamilton was one that was trying to keep that type of banking out. And he always used to say, I'm not worried about what's in front of me. I'm worried about what's behind me. And he was talking about this banking system. In fact, I'm not even going to talk about it. No, sorry. I'm teasing. It's just crazy.
It's interesting if you like Google and you kind of look into this stuff, and it's very interesting. You guys will get lost in this for hours, hours. If you just Google Rothschild, like it's Baron von Rothschild. You start Googling that stuff. You see all these crazy names, and you realize that these people are insanely rich. Like I said, how do you keep hearing these people's names but you don't see them on the Forbes list? It's because you don't know how much money they're worth. They give these people the money. They are the money. Like they have it. It's insane. And they pull the strings of the world. And world.
Yeah.
You know where they make a lot of their money? Through wars.
Of course.
Absolutely.
That's the thing, right? On both sides.
Oh, yeah.
It's like there's no side. It's just
you had the
right?
Rothschilds who were German. You had the Rothschilds who were English. And guess what? They all made money. They all made money.
Well, it's insane because at the end of the day, they don't care what happens to the world because they are the only people that have a plan to like be able to like they're going to get saved somehow. They have like alien technology. You know what I mean?
Oh, maybe they put it up there.
They have the money to do it.
I don't think they did. I think I looked into it a little further after we.
They look like fucking aliens.
They do. But that's inbreeding.
Dude.
That's inbreeding.
Right. That'll happen.
Touche. You gotta keep the money in the family, man.
That's right.
These people look creepy. Yeah, look them up sometime. All
right.
It's very interesting.
Speaking of money and those that have it,
you.
Well, not me, but our sponsors sure do. And they're going to give us some. If I read this ad. So go ahead. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. So this episode of Miscellaneous Bullshit is brought to you by Rat Race Scooters. Get off the grid and into the rat race. Look, walking is great, but who has the time? How can you possibly expect to get ahead in the modern business world if you take your sweet-ass time walking from appointment to appointment?
That's true.
Look, let me break it down for you. You want more money. And to get it, you need more time. And to get more time, you need more speed, baby. And that's where Rat Race comes in. Just jump into the app and find and activate the nearest rat racer and jam off to your next appointment. There's no need to dock it when you arrive or return it from where you got it from. You can literally just discard it like an empty jewel pod on the side of the road as you hop off at a run. Now, you may be thinking, this sounds dangerous and maybe a little irresponsible. I mean, do I need some sort of license or certificate to operate a rat racer?
No,
Of course not.
you kidding me?
But what about congestion issues? Won't these clog up the sidewalks and parking lots? Oh, most definitely. So, are these scooters dangerous and irresponsible? No, because, technology.
It's cool.
So, when you're ready to get into the rat race, download the app to your iPhone or Android device and make sure to use the promo code BULLSHIT when you activate your account for 10 bonus rat credits. Rat race scooters, get out of the grind and into the race.
Whoa. What is a rat credit? How do you use a rat credit? So for those of you who do not know, this is not the company, but that is a real thing, and it's a real problem in the West Coast.
Oh, it's horrible.
A huge problem.
I've seen plenty of things on this, surprisingly.
Dude,
So my thing, Kevin, I get on YouTube.
Yep.
And I watch nothing but like 10, 15-minute documentaries all day and night long. I've seen, what's the company? Bird or something? Bird. And there's another one. There's a rival.
Yeah.
Spin,
Lime and Bird. But guess what? It's beautiful. They join forces to fuck the government and fuck the people who don't want these scooters because we want them. They join, like they have pro scooter rals where they're both seen together and like,
dude,
yeah.
You know what
Bird limes.
You know what we read about last night?
Lime birds.
You know what we read about last night?
What?
So apparently the way that these things get like charged up.
Dude, I already know. Yeah, I already know.
You know what
I already
it
know.
is? Okay.
Yeah, they had the server guy in the video, and he was like, oh, "I'm living the best life ever, guys."
Dude, but they like the article I read was like it's basically a real life or a real world Pokemon Go game. That's what they said. Where people are like racing to these scooters and they're fighting over them so that they can charge them to get the commission. But the best thing I read was, of course, just like with Pokemon Go, how long did it take before crooks started taking advantage of that? Like a day.
Yeah.
And they started like luring people into traps and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So same thing with this. So what you're supposed to do, you activate the app, you see where the scooter is, you go pick it up, and then you manually have to say that you picked it up.
Yeah.
And then once you do, then no one can go look for it anymore. But if you don't say that you have it, then it stays on the map and people are just running around looking for the scooter that doesn't exist. Mm-hmm. That's one. Two, the longer the time in between picking the scooter up before someone actually gets it, the higher the commission on doing it, because the logic is like, well, it's taking someone so long, it must be in an out of the way place, so we're going to pay. So people get in there, pick it up, don't say they have it, hold it for an extra day, they make more money, and they screw everyone else out of finding them.
Genius.
Genius.
So the one I was watching, and I think different companies do it differently. You know what I mean? Because there was this one, and I can't remember exactly which one it was, but there's this guy, and it was on Vice, I believe, and he was, of course, it was California, man. He was shirtless the whole episode.
Of course.
Long blonde hair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was loving life.
Yeah.
And he had one scooter that he rode around that fit 15 other scooters side by side on top of it. And that's how he'd transport them. And so all he had to do was charge them or whatever. So he'd take them back to like his little, I'm sure, $3,000 a month studio apartment.
Right.
And you just hook them all up, man. And he'd go back out. And then like they followed him 2 days in a row. And the second day he was pissed because the cameraman was taking too long to do some shit. He was like, look, man, we missed him. Now I can't make any money, man. He's like, I make good money doing this. $240, $340 a day sometimes, okay? He's like, I don't have time to be messing around out here on the boardwalk. I'm trying to get paid.
It's fantastic.
He's over here scooping up scooters, man.
I love it.
It was good. Fantastic. It was good.
People were getting so angry with them that they were actually filming themselves, pushing them off the dock, riding it up to the edge of the pier, and then just kicking it off.
I love it.
One guy took it up to Mount Baldy, which is not too far from Rancho Cucamonga, where I live, and actually rode it to the edge and chucked it right off the edge.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Like the guy who made the Segways. So the last thing about these scooters that's actually really funny, just so I can say it, on that Vice documentary, the guy, the interviewer, he's walking around. He found like this anti-scooter like group, like a bunch of moms and dads, like typically older, whatever, who want safety. And like the thing is, like I understand how it's annoying and it's like probably a safety problem, but whenever you see a group of fucking adults get together to protest scooters, it's the funniest thing in the world.
That's awesome, man.
This lady, I swear to God, verbatim said, I mean, these things are dangerous and they can hurt people, right? It's like someone just went through your neighborhood and dropped guns off on all the corners and just said, have at it. She compared these scooters to guns.
Yeah.
And I
get it.
I was so confused, man. I was so confused.
Well, we
Dropped off a bunch of guns.
We watched a video last night of Ron Jeremy. You know who that is.
Oh, yeah.
Riding one of them.
Yeah.
And he clipped a car.
He clipped a car?
How do you clip a car going 2 miles per hour?
Yeah.
Come on.
Did you just go? Yeah. It was
Ron
just
Jeremy.
bad.
To be fair, he doesn't look like the most like athletic, like agile.
He's not
like
super
agile.
agile.
He's not ready to.
He looks like a troll.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah, he does.
His profession is interesting to me. Like I get it. But
nice.
I mean, I get it, but
Come on.
Okay, I mean, so let's get into it. Let's do what I tried to do earlier. How you guys doing?
I'm doing well, man.
That was a good intro.
That was a good intro.
That was a good intro.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
I'm okay. I'm better now.
Good New Year's?
I came in here flustered, man. And yeah, it was a good
Yeah,
New
you were
Year's.
all
Good.
over the
It
place.
was a good New Year's. Let me tell you what I did.
Yeah, what
So
did
I was
you
really
do?
planning on coming out here to hang out with you guys.
Because you weren't here.
I know, unfortunately.
You sure shit weren't
and,
here.
And I'm sorry,
sir.
So the thing is, the past 3 or maybe 4 New Year's, this might have been my 5th in a row. I haven't done anything really. Like I don't really do anything. I hung out with with Mara, and we were just having a really good time. And I told Sean, I called him the day of, and I was like, "Look, man, yeah, I'm really trying to come, but I already know I'm gonna be with her tonight, and then she's gonna start doing the I want to snuggle. I don't want you to go, and all that kind of stuff, So I did that thing.
Good for you.
I did that. That thing. I
support
wanted to
that.
be here.
I support
But
that.
I don't regret it. You know how that goes. You'd feel
I know
the same.
how it goes.
I
would.
wanted to be here though. I really did.
That's okay.
Your anniversary sounded like a fun time.
It was a good time.
And
was
Kevin
fun.
was here too.
Kevin
It was
here.
fun. I was had a great time. My wife put a couple drinks in her.
I heard you got drunk.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm Irish. That stuff's like.
I heard you
to
got
me.
drunk.
I didn't. My wife did though.
Okay.
I got drunk.
You got
don't
drunk?
you worry about that.
You know what's funny is I got up about 3:30 in the morning and I peeked out the window to see where everybody is, and I see this guy, and
He's
I
not
don't.
done at 3:30.
Oh
right?
no, he's not.
No, dude.
They're playing cards out in the garage, and I'm like, how's he doing it?
Dude, this dude is a fucking
It was
psychopath.
more like 4:30.
We'd be playing
Yeah, it
cards
was late.
a year ago.
Yeah.
We'd be playing cards out there. And it was colder last winter than it is right now. I'm telling you, man, we'd be out there in 0-degree weather. We'd have all these fake ass heaters. Like he'd buy these fake heaters. He'd literally have lows. He'd be like, okay, how much for the heater? They're like 40. He's like, take the heating coil out. How much now? And they're like 2. And he's
he
like,
just
give
puts
me those.
He puts the yellow and orange,
Yeah, dude.
yellow and orange paper
Yeah,
on it. That's
Dude,
just
seriously.
looks
It's
like
a mental
and he
thing.
has like an actual cold fan behind it, like just blowing it, like to make it look like it's working.
Yeah.
And we'd be out there freezing. And at a certain point in the night, call it 3:30 a.m., 4 a.m., freezing cold. This guy finally, it's just, he's not cold. And he's drunk and his hair's standing up to here. And he's got his jacket on. And he will stand outside and talk to you until you get frostbite or until you get hypothermia and die.
Yeah.
But luckily, this guy drunk could still drive you to the hospital and you'd be okay. It's insane. This guy's a whole new animal whenever it comes to that.
I would
whenever it comes
agree
to
with
that
you
stuff.
100%.
Drinking late night, especially. I'm telling you, man.
I was shocked when
It's really where I
woke
come
up.
alive,
One of the most profound conversations
Really?
one of the most profound conversations I've ever had with this guy, and it was all so clear. Was at 7 a.m. in Vegas. He was the most.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was the most on it he'd ever been. 42 drinks later, he was.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He sees life more clearly.
That's
Well, especially in
amazing.
Vegas, they're pumping all that oxygen.
Yeah,
in the casino.
absolutely. The blurrier his
Talk
vision
about
gets,
conspiracy.
the blurrier his vision gets, the clearer his mind is.
Do
You
they
know what I
really do
mean?
that?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They pump oxygen in the casino, for sure. Yeah. No, yeah, trust me.
Conspiracy theory,
That's
no,
why you-
it's real.
Now I'm gonna have
That's
to
why
go
you can
down
stay
another
awake.
path.
No, man, you know how it is though. I like that. You get tired and you're gonna crash, but then for whatever reason, you just don't, and you're still awake.
It is a good feeling.
And then on the other side of that,
Really?
there's that. Yeah, on the other side of that. When's the last time you made it to the other side of that?
It's been a while.
Like, you have to make it
I know,
all
you
the
do,
way through.
you do.
I mean, it's like several hours of like, I don't think I can make it. I'm so tired. And then, oh shit, I made it. And then
you power through.
Yeah, and then you get through it, and then on the other side, you're just like a little groggy, and then you get this euphoria just washes over your body, and you're just like, oh,
It's creepy.
It is
man.
it's a weird
feeling.
It's a different kind of high, and you're
really
just
weird
like,
feeling.
woohoo!
You're right.
Let's do this thing.
When I'd go
To
into
run
the river-
laps,
Send that shit.
Yeah,
Send it.
Whatever we're gonna do, let's do it right now.
Bring it.
You know,
Yep,
that's funny
bring it.
because when I'd go out to the river, we had a house out there. This is before I met Ellie.
Yeah,
And a group of us had a house out at the river. We would get out there Thursday night. You would just party hard. Thursday to Friday morning. Friday morning, you'd be like, let's do it. Get the boats out on the river. Take the boats out. You're drinking all day.
mm-hmm.
Coors Light, water, Coors Light.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be careful. Come
course.
back. You'd throw back a few of your, mine is vodka, of course.
Sure.
Vodka Red Bulls, and you'd go into Laughlin. And you're right. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You would just, but then Saturday, no, I was done.
You couldn't do
Well,
it.
yeah, at that point,
But
you're
also,
typically-
days.
you know, the crew and like the environment has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Also has a
True,
lot to do with it.
true.
You know what I'm not the I cannot. I think I haven't said this on here. I don't think, but I can't drink at home, man. Like if it's just me by myself, you know, there's certain people that are like, oh, I need a beer after work, or you know, a glass
Yeah.
of whiskey or whatever. I cannot do it.
Really?
I
Yeah.
can't, won't do it. And if I'm with someone, I can do it. I'm a social drinker, like
Nice.
and I don't hate drinking,
Okay.
but I just can't do it by myself. Whenever I start doing it by myself, I have an addictive personality. That's where I might get in trouble.
I
Maybe.
can.
You know what I mean?
I can, but honestly, I usually don't.
Yeah.
It's not really.
Yeah.
It's really not my go-to if I'm by myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, if there's two of us and we're hanging
yeah,
out,
absolutely.
definitely.
It's a good time.
If there's three of us
Oh,
like
whoa.
this, hey, we're shutting it down. Wherever we go, we're shutting it down.
See, I don't know if it's because I'm older, but when I get home, I like to have one drink.
No.
Take the edge
No,
right
I-
after.
it's
No,
a
and
standard.
it's
I
respectable.
think it's standard.
I get it.
You know,
For a lot of people, I think it's
Get it.
standard.
start watching my cooking
Get it.
shows, and I'm happy.
Yeah. Put the keys down, checking at the wet bar, man.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Absolutely.
All right, so
So New Year's was fun.
New Year's fun here. You had a good time.
Yeah,
What else?
I
What
went
else
to-
happened this
I was
week?
in bed by 10:45, so
Oh, good
not
for
too-
you.
not
You know
too
what?
bad.
Jeez.
If I wasn't here, if I wasn't out here,
Yeah.
Ellie and I would have been in bed by about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Easy.
Only woken up by the gunshots around 12:01 a.m.
I didn't hear any out here. Did you?
No, there weren't any.
Okay.
Unfortunately, me and Sean live in two different neighborhoods. But other than that, man, I started a new show. It's pretty cool. It's on Netflix. Murder Mountain. It's like a little docuseries, 5 episodes. It might not be as interesting as you think. I don't know.
That sounds
I really
really
like it. So
interesting.
it's about it takes place in California, in the Emerald Triangle, Humboldt County, to be exact.
Yeah.
Apparently, a lot of people go out there to. I guess they grow weed out there.
Oh, Humboldt?
Really
Do they grow weed out there?
interesting.
Okay, so apparently they grow weed out there.
strange notion.
But this isn't about them growing weed or anything. This is about the fact that a lot of people go out there to live a certain type of lifestyle in search of a certain type of lifestyle. And these people are already maybe accustomed to a certain kind of lifestyle. And they go missing. How a lot of people go missing on this mountain. It more or less tracks one specific case. But it kind of highlights the fact that a lot of people go out there.
Is it like a
and you
commune-like thing? Like,
no, they're just talking about how you go up there and you're dealing with like shady business. You know what I mean? Like
And
out there in these.
What year is this taking place that these people are going missing?
So the main case that they're talking about is since 2010 for sure. Since 2010.
Interesting.
Wow.
It's like some guy named Garrett. I cannot remember his last name, but there's a
think I
whole.
went to high
There's,
school
there's
with
a whole. You did a
I
Garrett?
think so, yeah.
I knew a Garrett too. I don't think it was him though.
No?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a buddy that lives up there. Went to Humboldt State, or a couple, and then he stayed up there.
Went to what?
Humboldt State
Humboldt
that?
State. College.
College.
A real college?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a weed college?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but no,
okay.
it's a
Kinda
real.
like
It's a
Berkeley.
real
Kinda
college.
like- it's kind of like Berkeley.
Yeah, it's like-
Berkeley's a weed college. Believe me, that's a weed
But he went
college.
up there. He stayed up there. No, he loves it. It's beautiful. I went up there. I've been up. Not since I was young. I think I went up for soccer tournaments or something. But
Yeah.
it's. I mean, it's
Well,
freaking
It
beautiful.
looks
up there. It's
it looks really
outrageous.
beautiful, but that's
It
what they
is.
said. Like that's why you can die up there.
Oh, I like
and that's
it.
why that's
drives
why
you
a
in.
murderer would kill you up there because there's no place to find you. It's so vast. But also like a theory about this is that this like it's once again kind of talking about shady business, but they think that there's a serial killer up there also.
Well,
They think there's a real serial killer.
I mean, it's the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
That's like
Zodiac territory, man.
breed,
Well, close to it.
We breed
Close to
serial killers out in California.
Pacific Northwest
Yeah.
is
Love 'em.
just serial killer central.
It is. It's a heaven for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
A lot of people, a lot of land.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Get
it's
rid of
beautiful
them.
though. It
Get
is
rid of them.
beautiful. Why
Yeah.
not?
You know, I mean, honestly, there's a lot of people in the world.
Too many.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's what,
I'm kind of like Thanos.
Where
in
were
that
you
for
at?
Marvel? You know.
where Oh, here. I don't know if you're about to get into something
did
crazy, but you just said that, so I watched that shit again just
What?
to try to watch it.
I did
Infinity
too.
Infinity War.
But damn it, we
Dude,
stopped
it's
bringing
so
this shit up.
It's my fault. I apologize, Sean.
He did it. Okay.
I did it.
It's so-
Anyways, I
it's
just
so
wanted to
good.
say, you know,
So good.
Shut
it
up.
is good.
So good.
He's being sarcastic.
It's so good,
You didn't
dude.
like it?
It's so good, dude. I'll tell you what.
He's being sarcastic.
I'll tell you what.
He's trolling hard.
Paint the walls in your house green.
He's trying to set.
Paint the walls in your house green.
He's trying to set you
Get
up.
on Microsoft Paint. Draw some planets and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, because it's all CGI. Right.
Okay.
Oh, is that your take on it? No way. Whoa.
Real quick,
Settle
though.
down with the twist ending, M. Night Shyamalan.
Shyamalan land.
Shamalama ding dong. Anyways, so you said Murder Mountain, The Keepers. Netflix, watch The Keepers.
The Keepers.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'll check that
Excellent.
out.
It's about a nun who was murdered back in 1969 in Maryland, Baltimore. It's
Seen it.
great.
Seen it. Yep. Seen it.
Excellent.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. And they're like, yeah, on who they're blaming.
Don't tell me.
and everything.
Don't
Yeah.
tell
Okay.
me who
Oh,
they,
you haven't seen it?
I'm finishing
the
up.
process
Gotcha.
of.
Gotcha.
Ah, okay.
All right, so what else is up? Some new shows.
You guys do anything on Saturday? You guys watch anything Saturday night?
We sure did.
What'd you watch?
We watched the fight.
We watched the fight.
Oh, yes,
I didn't
we
watch it
did.
with you,
Yeah,
but I
we
watched
did.
the fight too because you gave me the link.
We kind of watched it
Thanks,
together.
guy.
We kind of watched it together. We were texting.
Texting.
It was
It
cute.
was beautiful.
Yeah, because I was watching with you, Kevin.
Yeah, we were watching.
And Justin, Jay
Justin
Gower.
came-
But I was here in spirit.
And then I was texting with Tanner. So it was like a...
Via thumbs.
Yeah. Thumbs.
So honestly, I was sad.
You're sad?
I mean, because so I woke up Saturday morning, right, and I knew the fight was coming on.
Yeah.
But they were playing. This was a rematch fight,
Yeah.
and you know they were playing the original fight like Saturday morning. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, let me watch this. And the first fight goes 5 rounds to the end,
Yes,
to
it did.
decision, and it is insane. It is one of the best fights I've ever seen in my entire life, if
Really?
not the best UFC fight I've ever seen in my entire life.
Wow.
It was so good. John Jones won, but left. Literally, his lips covered his whole head. Like his whole face was just swollen to shit.
Yeah.
And Alexander Gustafsson was murdering him. He basically won the first 3 rounds. You would think, but then John Jones kind of fought back. So I was super hyped, right? I was super
Right.
hyped for it. I tweeted, like I want to watch this, blah blah blah. I was kind of on the fence about paying. Like I was going to pay for it. I was going to pay for it because the first one, like I just watched the first one, and I was like, oh, this is going to be awesome.
I saw clips
Right.
of the first one, and you're
I was like,
absolutely
this is going
right.
to be awesome.
Crazy.
And in my opinion, it didn't live up to that. Like it's the first one, it was a good fight. It was cool. John Jones pretty much beat his ass though. It wasn't as close as the first one. So, but you guys enjoy it?
Yeah.
It was fun.
We watched a
It's more
Kentucky
like
game. Kentucky game in the afternoon. Watched a couple
Yeah.
football games, and then the fight.
Dude, what a weekend
That
for
sounds
Kentucky.
like-
What a
dude,
weekend for Kentucky.
What a couple of men I got sitting
Yeah.
by me right now.
You know.
What can you
Kentucky
say?
games, football games, fight night, Bears,
Yeah.
Bows,
Well, I still drinking my vodka cranberry.
vodka cranberry. Hey, it's okay. And
know,
food
how to-
shooters.
And then we...
That
we-
was 1970, French 1972.
Well, we capped it all off on Sunday night with dumpling. So that was...
that was.
Did you watch it? That's Jennifer Aniston, right? Is it terrible?
Oh.
It's pretty bad.
That's so sad.
It wasn't my...
well, you saw Birdbox, right?
it wasn't
yeah.
our suggestion.
You know the Olivia in Birdbox, the other pregnant girl. She was dumpling.
Really?
Yeah, she is dumpling.
She's
She
dumpling.
yeah. She
looks like a
She
dumpling.
looks
I
like
mean,
a
for a
dumpling.
cheesy movie like that, it could have been worse.
Yeah.
But it was...
It's got Jennifer Aniston in it.
Well,
I did like... I like her, so like I
You're
enjoyed
biased
it
a little bit.
Yeah.
wife doesn't care for
Yeah,
her.
my wife cannot stand her. I
Is
don't
she
know,
more of
it's
an
weird.
Angelina Jolie kind of gal?
She's not
No.
that either. She just
You
like
have
she
to-
just
you have to
doesn't
take a
like
side,
her.
right? Like-
You would think. I don't know. I don't know.
I choose both.
Yeah. There you go.
But no big deal. I think Brad chose both.
What a yeah, exactly.
No
You and
big
Brad
deal.
Pitt?
Yeah, me and Brad Pitt, one and the same.
You look like him.
Kentucky
Ooh,
though. Kentucky though, what a weekend though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, what a weekend. The state of Kentucky no longer exists. What a weekend for Kentucky.
No.
Oh wait, what are we talking about?
They beat Louisville.
Oh, sports.
UK. I'm talking about UK.
yeah, okay,
They
gotcha.
won on Saturday.
Yes, they
Yeah.
did.
Battle,
and then they won
Sunday. No, Monday. They played Monday. Didn't they play Monday?
Tuesday.
Was it?
It was New Year's Day.
It was New Year's
They
Day?
were in the Citrus Bowl.
Yes.
Citrus Bowl.
Dude, their football team actually was pretty decent this
Yes.
year.
And they won. And they won that.
And they won the Citrus
won that
Bowl.
shit too.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Just saying.
Kentucky sucks so bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, IU was doing.
Hey, they're playing well in basketball. They're all right.
Yeah, they're ranked, right?
Yeah, they're ranked. They were.
What's their rank?
I don't know. Probably not anymore. Then, if you're saying that. Let's see.
All right. So what else? So
Did you finally watch Birdbox? No, you didn't.
I did
Yeah,
watch
we did.
Birdbox.
You did?
You bet
okay.
your sweet ass. I
So
watched
okay.
it.
So did you see my comment on trailer? You didn't like it, did you?
I did like it.
Oh my God! No, you didn't.
I did like it.
What?
He's a film. He's a film snob.
I liked it.
What was the comment?
Well, no, he's not. He's not.
I
a
didn't
real,
see the comment.
He's kind of no. I put Sean probably fucking hated it or something like that. Like he kind of is a film snob, but he's funny because he still likes trash movies, like a lot of trash movies.
Yeah.
But he'll be pretentious about certain films. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I don't know. So I thought you were really gonna try. I really thought you were gonna trash it. Let's hear your
think you
take.
liked it.
Let's hear your take.
I thought it was really
I want
good.
to talk about it. They're ranked 21st, by the way. IU is. You're
Nice.
welcome. Kentucky's 13th. No big deal.
No big deal.
No big deal.
No big deal.
All right. So Birdbox, Sandy B.
Birdbox.
Not to be confused with Sandra D.
Right.
from
I
Greece.
like that.
No, I really liked it. I thought that. No, I thought they did a good job. I wish that I would have seen it before the hype.
Yeah.
With
That's
no
fair.
expectation.
That's very fair.
Because I will be honest, I don't think it lived up to the expectation.
Yeah, I mean,
but
how could you?
I had you two jackasses dancing around about it for 10 minutes.
Boy,
and
girl.
then
Boy,
everything
girl.
on social media for a week straight
Dude,
about how great it was.
Do you think that they
It was
hired like, I don't know, someone to program literally 1 million social media bots to just like put these memes out there? Like, how did that viral campaign happen?
I read something that Netflix was doing it, but I don't know if it was actually confirmed or not.
Okay.
I
mean, you know,
it'd be
all it takes
smart
is a
for
couple
them to do
bots
it.
just to make a couple fake accounts, post some memes, and I
Right.
mean, they were funny. Like,
Yeah, they're really funny.
Dude, you start seeing these memes and stuff.
The
They're
memes are
so
funny.
good, man. So
Yeah.
good. So good.
Did you like boy or girl better?
Team boy, team girl.
Boy.
Team boy.
Boy.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay,
Well,
I
girl
gotcha.
just wasn't thinking.
No. Girl's a dummy.
Pissed me off, man.
Girl's a dummy.
Okay, so now we can kind of talk about it.
Yeah.
Whenever Sandra Bullock yanks the fuck out of girl or whatever,
I loved it.
Oh my god,
That was
First
fantastic.
of all, I about freaked out because I mean, whenever you first the split second you see it, like you think it's something else, but then you realize,
Yeah.
oh, it's just
that
her saving
thing.
her or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
But like, yeah, you thought it was something bad at first. I was like, that's why you don't do that, girl. That's why you don't do that.
Well, girl was headstrong.
Dude,
Yeah.
what? Like, let's more or less talk about the actual plot of this, like the reality of this.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine being
No.
blindfolded, having to do anything?
No.
No.
I have a cousin
No.
who is blind.
Wow.
Really?
I have a cousin who is blind. He was
I did
born
not
with
know
he was
that.
born with a rare disease called Batten's disease.
Okay.
Very, very rare condition. And it like deteriorates your muscles.
Right.
And that's where it starts.
Was he born blind?
No. Progressively.
Wow.
Progressively.
Oh, crap.
And he wasn't even supposed to live until about like I think they originally predicted like 8 or 9 years or whatever. He is he's like 21 years old now.
Okay.
And he like does Special Olympics like judo and everything.
That's awesome.
Really strong. But yeah, so it like deteriorates your muscles and it kind of works its way in on other things in like your eyesight.
When did he?
Permanently blind? Like
Yeah.
okay, so it's my family that lives in Illinois. They live in Lexington, Illinois, which is a little bit south of Chicago.
Right.
We take like trips up there every year for Christmas. So as far as when exactly, I'm not too sure. I know whenever I'd go up there and he was around 9 years old, 10 years old, he could not to see things.
was a
He would
problem.
to see things. He would literally we'd play video games together. I remember playing courtside with Kobe Bryant on N64 with this guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he is my sister's age. Like I said, he's like 21, turning 22 in March.
Yeah.
And he would have to literally sit right next to the screen. You know,
Right.
he could see, but he'd have to be in front of the screen, almost touching it. Now I know he cannot see. I think it started maybe whenever he was in high school that he could no longer see.
I mean, I could understand it.
I don't understand how you get around.
I could understand it. I could understand it like that.
Yeah,
You know,
because he kind of
It
had to
happened
grow
gradually.
accustomed to it.
I could also understand if you were born that way. Because
Sure.
you wouldn't
No,
wouldn't
any different.
know
you know no other way.
anything else. But yet and especially
Sean, close your eyes. Never open them again.
Okay, guys, sounds good.
Well, you're just so like
No, I'm not even looking at you.
even not doing anything, you're just so much less confident in life. Isn't
Yeah.
that weird? Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Like it's really weird. Like you get uncomfortable just doing that in a room with other people, even if you're not doing anything.
Closing
it's
your eyes,
interesting.
yeah.
It's interesting.
But yeah, so just being like thrust into darkness out of nowhere and having to, and especially in an extreme situation like that, like a survival thing, not just like, hey, figure out your day-to-day life, like, and you're going to have to fight for your life starting now immediately, but with no sight. That would be insane.
I'll tell you what I would do. Like, let's say Birdbox happened right now, right? And it was just us three.
Yeah.
I'm Sandy B.
Yeah.
Boy, girl, girl, boy, boy,
Thanks.
girl, whichever ones. I'm Sandy
Sure.
B. I don't care who
Typical.
you nerds are, okay?
Okay.
I'm Sandy B. We're doing a lot of blanket conversations, okay? Like, we're not doing the blindfold thing. We're
No,
literally
yeah.
walking around
Just
a
all
three-way
yeah.
blanket on top of us.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be,
Right?
yeah, huddle.
Like, that's the way to go.
blanket
We're huddling.
huddle.
I mean, we can go face first or we can go butt to butt, but we're, like, huddling.
That's
And that's how we're moving throughout the world. I'm telling you.
It wouldn't work, though. It wouldn't work.
Why?
Because the light comes in underneath. I'm telling you. Nope, nope,
what
nope,
is it
nope,
that what
nope.
is it that kills you though? Is it the light?
No, it's
It's
what
when you
you
look.
see.
Yeah, but if that's why everything
Everybody
has to be
sees something
shut
different.
and sealed all the time. Everything has to be sealed off the whole time.
I guess that's kind of. But whenever they're in, like, whenever they do the thing in
But
the
remember when they put John Malkovich in the garage,
But he didn't look. He closed his eyes.
he just closed his eyes. But
right. But that's what I mean. So if we're under a blanket that's allowing light underneath, I'd have to cover your eyes.
I don't think
False,
you can
false.
I don't think you can look directly.
you can't
at
look
it.
directly at it, but you can kind of see because remember, whenever she's under the blanket, and there's a time where she's kind of like looking, and you
Yeah.
can kind of see through the blanket.
See through
you
it.
can just see light. Like you can't
dancing
see
with the
things,
devil,
but
man.
I mean, no, I agree. Like if that's the like, yeah, it's risky. It's risky.
I'm
but
never
I think
taking
we
that
might be
blindfold
okay.
off.
Dude.
If I'm in that situation, I'm doing the opposite of you. I'm putting the blindfold on. I'm never taking it. I'll glue that.
But
shit
how are you
to
gonna
my
get it?
eyes.
How are you gonna get around? Are you just?
So
are
I
you
just have
chill?
to-
Are
No.
you just chilling? This is me, Birdbox.
No,
just
I'm
gonna
putting
sit
it
right here.
I'm putting it right
I'm going
there.
nowhere.
I'm putting it on my eyes. I'm gluing it on my eyes.
Why don't you just make
And then
yourself
cutting
blind?
holes in it like Donatello.
Nope. And then I'm
Hey,
just
smart.
stuck where I force myself. I'm just no more sight for me. No more vision.
Well,
Okay.
I think everybody.
and then
saw
I would have a
something
leg
different.
up on everyone else.
Because
You
you're not
bitches would
taking
be running
vacation. You're not
around.
taking site vacation. and
Exactly.
shit.
You'd be having your little blanket conversation. I'd just be wrecking shit.
We'd be getting shit done.
But then whenever we get to the
We'd be
village of the
saving your
blind,
ass.
you're one of them now.
Yeah.
me,
We'd be
and
saving-
Kev, me and Kev are back to high five, and
yeah, we're like, look at it. Look at us.
and they give you a stick.
Are you saying
Look
blind
at
people
us.
don't high five?
I- I-
asshole.
Not as easily.
No, you
I
glued it.
mean, if we're being honest,
You glued it to your eyes.
my technique for if I was going to high five you right now, you know what I do? Stare at your elbow the whole time. They can't do that.
That's true.
There you go.
So, anyways, Birdbox was great.
Birdbox. Okay,
Well, it reminded me
that's surprising to me. I'm glad
Did
you
you ever
liked
see?
it.
Did you ever see the movie by M. Night Shyamalan?
The Happening.
Uh-huh.
The Happening. That
no,
was the Happening.
I refuse to watch it.
I don't blame you. It
I
was
refuse to
horrible.
watch it.
The acting was horrible.
No, you kind of brought it up. I haven't seen it though. I haven't
Watch
seen
it.
You saying it's
gotta
that's
watch
pretty
it.
similar.
Don't watch
very
it.
similar.
Okay.
In fact, that's what I guessed, and my wife laughed at me and said, "I think you're right," and she was messing with me, of course,
Yeah.
because she's watching it. But that's what it's like.
Yeah.
It was a lot like that.
You say M. Night Shyamalan, so I'm going to say it because the new trailer was released, like, I think within the past week. I mean, Sean hasn't seen him. I don't
care.
He
I
hasn't seen him.
told him he needs to watch it.
don't
Watch
care.
them. Watch them both. Unbreakable.
Glass.
Pass.
What do you think it is?
Pass.
Glass. Unbreakable. Great M. Night movie.
I can't
Split.
agree.
Split.
Split
So
I want to see
great.
Split.
He wasn't in Split, right?
no,
Thank
no.
God for
No.
small mercies.
No.
He's
I
in
want to see
every movie.
Split.
Who, Sam?
No, M. Night.
Oh, yeah.
Was
No.
he in it?
Yeah, he's in it. He's in it.
He's
Yeah,
always
he's in
in
it.
it.
Yeah,
what he
he's
does.
in it. Yeah.
The Devil was good. I don't know if you saw
thinks
that.
himself
No, I've not
Alfred
seen The Devil.
Hitchcock.
Watch
I've
the
not
Devil.
seen The Devil.
Watch the Devil. Takes place in an elevator.
Have you ever seen Sixth Sense?
Yeah. And,
Okay.
you don't want to hear the story on this one.
I mean, maybe I do, but listen to my story, okay?
Okay.
So, did you know that Bruce Willis and the old guy were the same person? Like, Bruce Willis was old that whole movie.
What old guy?
Are we talking about the kid? Disney's the kid? Is that what you're referencing right now?
No, it's just that you have to talk about that movie and then come up with a fake plot twist every
okay.
single time
No,
because everyone knows the fucking plot twist.
Well, I knew. So I'm going to the movie theater. I'm with my friend and a couple other friends, and I said, just going to throw this out there, you guys. I said, Bruce Willis is dead. Yeah, right. Fuck you. He's not dead. They're laughing at
Yeah.
me. As soon as he gets shot, my friend leans over and he goes, "You're a fucking ass."
Yep, you ruined it.
I said, "That's right. I
ruined
am.
it.
I
Yeah,
had
that's
to-
right.
That's right.
You take your mask off. I'm M. Night.
I'll ruin every show. I don't give a shit.
That's how you gotta do, man. You gotta be the spoiler guy. So, what else is going on for you, Sean?
Man, I don't have a whole lot. I've just been busy.
What'd you do, man? You said
I've been working.
what is this right here? I do have something. Okay, so you know it's the new year, right?
Yes.
Do you have resolutions?
I don't believe in resolutions.
You don't believe in resolutions? Resolutions to problems or what? Or New Year's resolutions?
I would like to stay in a constant state of conflict.
Oh,
No
I love
resolutions. That's my resolution. Hey.
I like that.
Get things done.
All right,
Got a lot done.
I like it.
No. No, I did not do any resolutions,
I like
though.
it.
Did you
I
do
like
any?
it. I got a list.
Oh, this man has a list.
I'm a big resolution guy. Okay.
Are you being serious or are you...
I'm being so goddamn serious.
He's not being
You think
serious.
you're serious?
I'm a big I got a list.
How many resolutions did you do
I don't know,
last
like
year?
13. Oh, last year I did one, and I actually did it, motherfucker.
What was it?
It was my first resolution ever
What was it?
to stop smoking tobacco.
And nice.
Loophole.
That's
Technicality.
a vape, bro. A vape.
I don't think that
vape.
cat still has...
What?
has nicotine in it.
Well,
All right,
I don't
whatever.
smoke Black and Milds anymore, so let's
Yeah.
put it that way. But so yeah, for those of you curious, here are my resolutions for 2019. Okay.
Okay.
First one is make a lot of money. I want to make a lot of money.
That's good.
I'm not being unrealistic. You know what I mean? I don't want to lose 12 pounds. I want to make a lot of. I don't care if I gain weight.
Yeah.
If I make more money.
It's a good
Okay.
resolution.
Okay.
It's a good one.
I want to play quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. One game only.
That's good.
It can be preseason. It can be practice. It can be a game. It can be anything. I want to play quarterback for the Falcons.
Sounds
Sure.
like Parks and Rec.
Andy
Andy
Dwyer.
where he wanted
Absolutely.
to be catch one ball.
And he did it, right?
Wow.
He did
No.
He
it.
did.
No.
He did.
Mm-hmm. He achieved his dream.
Andrew Luck.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
He said, throws in the ball. He said, keep the spiral tight. He said, I'll try, guy. Keep the spiral tight. Oh, I love that. Third one, I don't want to die.
Okay.
I plan on living this year.
That's good.
The whole year.
Well, you gave up smoking. That's good.
The
a good
whole
start.
year. The whole year, guys.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't ever want to run for any reason this year. I'm going to try really hard to not ever run. I have not ran at all yet.
All right. Well,
Do you think that's possible? I do.
I mean, we could chart it. Run tracker.
We'll try it. Just make
Tanner's
sure I
run
go
tracker
slower than 1 mile
2019.
per hour at all times.
Well,
So
hold on.
I don't want to run.
You want to be quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons?
Yeah, how's
You don't
that
have to
gonna work?
run. You just have to do a 2-step drop.
Okay.
I don't have to run.
He's gonna do a 2-step drop. He's not running.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah, no, yeah.
Okay.
I want to meet more dogs.
I want to meet less dogs.
I think
Okay. When you say dogs, do you mean like?
like puppies.
Okay.
Like puppies.
Okay.
Okay.
Meet more puppies. I want to be able to leave the toilet seat up all day, every day.
Okay.
How about you guys? No? You okay with where you're at?
I'm good with where I'm at.
Okay.
There.
Okay, I got you.
I made a
Trying
resolution.
to bait you into something, but no.
Last year, I made a resolution not to make any.
Yeah. So you're doing okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I did it.
well, I mean, so you're laying the trap. What? So are you saying you want to be single for a year? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, maybe forever.
Oh, okay.
Maybe forever, man.
Vow of celibacy?
Did I say that?
No.
But yes, dude. Here's the thing, man. I'm like the most. I do not need any human interaction. I kind of do, but like I don't.
Yeah.
Like
a sociopath.
literally, all I need
Yeah.
is like I like to talk to people. This is
Sure.
about all I need. Like I'm good. I'll go
Then
home
you're
and hang
good.
up. Yeah, seriously.
You know, it's funny you say that because Ellie, my wife,
Mm-hmm.
has to drag my ass everywhere,
Right.
and I don't need that.
I don't.
I talk
man.
enough at work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
hear
get
you.
home. You know, Ellie works until 9:30. I've got 4 hours of
Yeah.
Just alone time?
You time.
doing what I want. But since your job's changing, it's not gonna be that way anymore. Anyways, but yeah, I like that.
And I got
I can be a hermit.
I got 3 more.
What?
I want to stop butt chugging beers before bed. It's a weird habit I picked up December 3rd. And I'm really trying to kick it, and I don't know if I can or not.
Did you watch Blockers? Did you watch it?
No. Wait, watch
Oh,
what?
Blockers.
No.
Oh, I thought that's where you got that.
No. But butt chug's just a thing. You know, I don't know. I was literally just trying to think of some resolutions.
What's
and I stuck
butt
a couple-
chugging?
Butt chug? You want to do a butt chug?
No. I want you to explain a butt chug. I don't
exactly
want
what it sounds like.
You take
no,
the
thanks.
thing that you want to chug,
No,
and you just do it the other side.
not gonna happen.
Okay.
They do that. They do that in Blockers.
What is Blockers?
Blockers?
Why does that sound familiar?
It has a.
It's a movie or something.
Yeah, it's a movie. It has John Cena and Leslie Mann.
I have seen that. Okay, they do that.
Yes.
Oh my god! And he's like, "I'll do that right now, dude." He is hilarious. Why is he
Cena's
so funny?
He's so his
Why is he
comedic
funny,
timing is
dude?
great.
It's
He's
odd how
good.
funny that guy is.
You guys are kidding.
It's weird.
Right?
No, seriously.
No, dude. Have you seen
John Cena.
Trainwreck or that one? He's
Yeah,
funny.
I saw
Weird.
Trainwreck. I think
Trainwreck is not. It's not as good, but Blockers. He's actually like, dude. He's funny.
He's funny.
It's weird, man. It's
I
weird.
think
But
he
if you,
bugs- he
I'm
bugs
not
me.
happy.
oh really?
I'm not
Have
happy
you seen
saying
him in
that. I'm
anything
not happy
other
saying
than
that.
like wrestling?
Trainwreck and the one with Mark Wahlberg and
Daddy's Home or whatever. Daddy's Home 2.
I saw Daddy's Home, then Daddy's Home 2.
The problem was you were watching Daddy's Home and Daddy's Home too. That's where you went
blame
wrong.
Ellie for that, please.
Someone's watching that movie.
I know. Ellie is.
It's a horrible. You can just tell. This is where I get snobby about movies.
Yeah, see, movie snob. So down to my last two resolutions. Second is I want to grow some kind of chest hair. I've been trying really
you
hard. Dude, like not something serious, man.
Just pick a spot and just keep shaving it.
No, eat burnt bacon.
What?
That's what my mom used to tell me.
Oh.
Oh, like your girl chest hair. I said, really? Burnt
Yeah.
bacon?
She wants to get rid of that burnt bacon.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it was.
Now I know what it is.
I just-
clogged arteries, burnt bacon, chest hair. Come on.
I just want to feel confident whenever I take my shirt off that I got a full chest full of hair.
Okay.
A chest wig? No.
Chest wig. That's what I want.
Well, that's not happening.
No,
What I
you
want.
don't want
It's
that.
What's
probably
your
not
last
gonna
one?
happen. And then my last one is this one's honestly next to running, next to not running at all. This is the most important. If I could do this, I'd get rid of all the other resolutions. I'm trying to obtain one solid shiny red ruby. I really want a ruby. I really want a ruby.
Where are you getting this stuff from? This sounds like a video game, but like a bad video game.
Do you not have goals for yourself, Sean?
really bad
you know,
video game.
I'd really like to not have goals for myself, okay? I'm trying to improve my lifestyle. I'm trying to make people around me feel better, okay? I'm trying to feel better myself. I want to get some chest hair. I want to get some rubies, okay?
Why a
I don't want to
ruby?
run if I don't have to, okay? I want to leave the toilet seat up. My life's going to be better this year, okay? 2019 is my year. And by the end of it, I'm going to have a fucking ruby, okay? As red as that thing on your hat.
All right.
You heard it here first, guy.
Just call him Ruby.
That's all I got.
That's good.
That's all I got.
You know,
that's
Ruby.
So what are your
No big
resolutions,
deal.
guys?
Wow,
Nothing.
that's a lot. They had a resolution tree in
You know,
there.
I'm shooting,
did have
I'm shooting for the stars.
We did have a
Yeah,
resolution
you are.
tree at our party.
I didn't fill it out. I looked for your name.
We had a
on there and I
resolution
didn't see it.
tree.
No one else is going to do what I'm doing. They're not achieving the same
Not
things
even
as
close.
No.
I read them all. They're not good.
me. Not even good.
No,
even
not
good.
even close.
Yeah.
Sorry if you filled one of those out and you came to the party. Kevin says they were
not
bullshit. Your resolution.
Do you have them?
Sucks.
No, that would have
We
been.
should have read. We should have read them on.
Nope.
Oh, they're bad.
No,
No, that's just
no,
messed
they're
up.
They're bad.
great.
Oh, this was a
I haven't
serious
read 'em.
thing.
I didn't
This was
read
a
'em.
serious thing.
I didn't read them.
This is a serious
one
thing.
of
I
them-
don't
one
know,
of them
but it'd still
said-
be messed up.
One of them said, "I want to kill Kevin and take all his money."
Well-
it said Ellie on the front. I think that's my wife.
Oh no.
Don't blame her.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Not a lot of money. Come on.
Kev. No.
No.
You gotta. No, you can't do that.
You gotta hang in
You
there.
can't- I don't know.
You got to hang in there.
My resolution is not to die this year.
Yeah.
That's my
Goodness. That's a fair resolution.
the ruby I like.
Do you have you ever had a ruby?
No, I want an emerald though.
Okay. Have you ever had a diamond?
Well,
Have you ever
not
had?
one
Have you
for
ever had
my
a
wife.
diamond in your hand?
A big one. No.
Have
big
you ever
diamond?
had any diamond?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a ruby in your hand?
No.
Have you ever had a ruby in your hand?
And I've never had an emerald either. You want a ruby?
Like
What
a
do you-
naked ruby or like in something?
ruby.
like a woman named Ruby?
in both hands.
Because a woman named Ruby would be
No.
kinda big.
Like just like you're talking about like a raw,
Ruby.
not in like what
Well,
about a ruby earring?
if I found one in
What
an
about a
earring,
ruby earring?
I'd pluck it out of the gold and I'd hold a raw ruby. You know what I
nice.
mean?
Okay.
Like
Yeah. You'd make it
I'm
less
telling you,
valuable.
here's the thing,
To make you feel better, I get it.
real quick. Do you realize how big of a scam a diamond is? Period. Like you realize that, like,
Yeah.
in Europe, I can't like Africa. Obviously, is where we get a lot of diamonds, but in Europe, they literally house billions of diamonds, and they
Okay.
control the market.
True
With
story.
them, it's real.
It's
Like
true.
they
That's
inflate.
true.
You know what I mean? Deflate.
Yeah.
It's just kind of weird how we put like it's a supply and demand thing, and they control the market.
yeah.
if I do ever get married, I want to keep the toilet seat up. If she'll let me do that, maybe I'll get married. But I want to give her like something, I don't know, different. Like a moon rock. Or not a ruby. The ruby's for me.
Well, moon rock, you remember. That
it's just aluminum. It's metal. It's just metal.
I'm telling you, the moon rock is, it's a starship, you guys. It's a starship.
Just get her a metal ring. And be okay. The moon rock.
Tell her it's a moon rock. Goodness. All right.
Can you hand me the buffalo? The buffalo? Yeah, that's
Got it?
Thank you, sir. Switch it up. All right, so nothing else going on new this week, though?
I think that's about it. I think that's about it. I mean, I've mostly just been trying to get my, get everything back together, get back into the swing of things.
Dude, okay. Before we get into this, let me pour this drink. What are you talking about? Lethal Weapon? Did you watch Lethal Weapon?
Oh, yeah, dude. I watched Lethal
it?
Weapon. Yeah, I did.
When?
It's the first one.
When?
2 nights ago.
Dude.
The other night when you saw all 4 of them on there.
Yeah.
See, people are going to get mad at me. But I like Lethal Weapon 1 and 4.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites.
Not 3?
No.
Okay.
I would like to have seen Mel Gibson from Lethal Weapon 1 fight Jet Li from Lethal Weapon 4.
Yeah, that
would have been a good.
That'd be good. Here's where you're wrong though, because Lethal Weapon as a franchise is excellent. It's excellent.
It is.
That's pretty good.
It is.
I'll tell you why. Here's why. They took a winning formula in the first Lethal Weapon movie.
Okay.
Comedic stylings of Mel Gibson and Danny Glover.
It's a TV show now.
Yeah, it is.
We're not even talking about.
Okay, I don't want to. I'm sorry.
Real quick,
It scared me.
I just want to add.
Yeah.
To the TV show, is they got rid of the first guy that was
They
playing
fired him.
Martin Riggs.
Yeah, they fired him
because he
He
harassed.
was being but it wasn't even like sexual harassment
He's
or
just
anything.
being a
It wasn't
dick.
like the Me Too movement. Yeah, it was just like he's a total dick.
He's a dick.
Yeah.
So
And
they're
they
bringing
fired
in.
him.
They're bringing in.
Sean William Scott.
Thank you, Sean William
Stifler.
Scott.
Dude, okay, that says something. If they kept Mel Gibson on for not being a dick, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he does
movies.
he does these crazy rants, you know what I mean? Well, anyway, go ahead. Yeah, so why is it great? Why is it great?
They took Danny Glover and Mel Gibson, perfect duo. Danny Glover, yeah, I said that right.
Yeah.
Perfect duo.
Yep.
But then every movie, they made 4 movies. They added a heavy hitter every single movie
Okay, hold on.
that stepped it up. Lethal Weapon, it was the 2 of them. It worked. Lethal Weapon 2,
Don't leave Gary Busey out of the equation.
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci.
Joe
there you
Pesci.
go.
They brought him in, and they kept everything. So they brought Joe Pesci in for Lethal Weapon 2.
3.
Lethal Weapon 3, Rene Russo. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, sir? And she does it on the high kicks and everything.
Really?
And then Lethal Weapon 4, they doubled down with Jet Li and Chris Rock. Thank you.
Okay, hold on. Don't say that. You're gonna say boom, weren't you?
Boom.
Boom.
Okay, listen. Lethal Weapon 1, great. Lethal Weapon 2, actually, that was good.
Good.
Joe Pesci.
Okay.
As the Krugerrands.
Lethal Weapon 3.
Diplomatic immunity.
No, Lethal Weapon 3 went off the rails. It was like a drunk kangaroo driving.
It was bad.
He gets you up on the curb.
It was
Lethal
bad.
Weapon 4, he brought you back onto the road.
Lethal Weapon 3, it did go off the rails. It was all about the hollow point
Kids.
bullets. Cop killers.
Yeah, cop killers.
Cop killers.
Danny Glover got too involved with it. Another kid got killed. Another kid.
But it was still good. It's bad on its own, but it did not completely destroy the franchise. It still built. It added in Rene Russo, and then they kept her for the 4th one.
Okay.
You guys didn't even mention the best one, though.
4.
Lethal Weapon 5. You watch Always Sunny? They made Lethal Weapon 5.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Have you seen that,
believe
Kevin?
I do remember
Oh
that.
my God,
Yes,
it's so
I
good.
have.
Danny DeVito is like that. Oh my God,
Yes.
is the Native
Oh,
American
yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yes.
funny,
Here we
man.
go. Here we go.
So funny.
I got something for you.
What you got? You got something for me?
Oh, yeah.
I got something for you.
Right here.
Yes. That's yes. Yes. Dude, I love Always Sunny, man.
That's
oh
that
my
meme.
God.
That's that
Oh,
meme of
yeah,
Billy Ray
yeah.
Cyrus.
Max.
Cyrus.
Dude,
Yeah, it's
okay.
hilarious.
Okay, so
Real quick before we get into our next segment, though, speaking on Always Sunny, do you watch that?
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the new season?
Oh, yeah.
You watch that at all?
It's gay,
Mac
it's my
being gay
favorite.
is so funny. First of all, it's the best thing they ever did to the story by making Mac gay. And other than that, the second best thing also happened this season. What happened late last season / this season? Like killing Dennis off, but
that
like
was awesome.
bringing him right back.
Right back.
You've watched Always Sunny. You haven't seen everything, but you've watched it and everything, right? Like, yeah. So they killed Dennis off at the end of the last season, and then the first episode of this season, they get one of those crazy blow ups, or like not blow up, but like the real like robotic sex dolls that looks just like him. And like creepy like him, like him, and they just have him sit in the bar all day and shit like that.
Right.
And then like it zooms over like conversation, and the next thing it goes back and it's just Dennis again, and he's just there. And he's like, "Oh yeah, what's up? I'm back."
He went to North Dakota. Didn't he go to North Dakota?
Yeah, something like that, man. It is so good.
In fact, he even got his, because at the end of last season they blew up his car because he left.
Okay.
He got
the Range Rover.
He got it back.
He tried to sell it. Oh, no, sir, this is a classic car right here. Oh my God, so good.
Real quick before we go to the next segment. Now, because you're talking about Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Die Hard.
Yeah.
Christmas movie, action movie.
Oh God.
I know. I wanted to bring that up.
The
It's a
age-old
Christmas
debate.
movie. It's a Christmas movie.
That's what I say. Thank you.
There's not. I mean, what's an action movie? An action movie is like Con Air. There's some real action there.
That's a good movie.
There's not enough explosions in Die Hard. There's explosion, maybe 2. There's not enough.
It's coming up on the 31st year of Nakatomi Tower's going down.
That's true, man.
And
That's true.
It started. It basically started its own genre of action movies. It was because then it was just Die Hard on a plane, Passenger 57.
Yep.
Snakes on a plane.
Snakes on a plane. Die Hard on a bus. Speed.
I'm
Die Hard on a
these.
cruise ship. Speed 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cruise Control.
Speed 2 was on a ship?
Yeah.
Come on.
Keanu Reeves didn't even come back as a terrible movie.
Come on.
It's horrible.
Speed 2?
You can't go
I've
fast
not
on a
seen that.
ship.
It has Willem Dafoe. Why do I know this random shit? It has Willem Dafoe.
Why does he? What? For being so talented, why does he take some of the worst roles ever?
Willem Dafoe?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not
He's so
saying he
good.
does bad, but like he's in some of the worst movies.
Yeah, he does.
He's so good.
He's a yes man.
Two movies that he was great in that
Boondock
probably haven't
Saints.
seen. Boondock Saints
Boondock
1.
Saints.
Off Limits.
I haven't seen Off Limits.
Watch Off Limits. Him and Gregory Hines. It's about
Okay.
Vietnam. They're
Gregory
two
Hines. What the?
What about Vietnam?
Military police.
What about it?
Well,
Just the country? It's a docuseries?
no, it was during Vietnam War.
Oh, okay. Wait, what?
Yeah.
That was a
Off Limits. Great movie. Great movie.
okay.
Very-
I believe
very
it. I
underrated.
believe you.
We'll watch it tonight, Sean.
Okay.
Man. I got something I got to get off my chest.
All right.
I got to get some hair on my chest. And then I got
And
something
then
I
you
got to
can get it. Okay.
I heard this song earlier today. And
Yeah?
it just put me in a mood.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Put me in a mood.
To party?
You ever been put in the mood?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go. I never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing.
Okay.
Tired of living like a blind man.
Yeah.
Something with a sense of feeling, and this is how you remind me. Who sings that?
hold
The
on.
greatest band of all time.
Hold on.
Nickelback is the greatest band of all time, hands down. Unpopular opinion of the week. Nickelback is the greatest band to ever do music,
He sounded like
hands
everybody else.
down. The greatest, okay? The
Nickelback,
greatest.
Lifehouse, they're all the same.
Oh, Lifehouse.
There you go. Nickelback?
I'm standing on a moment here with you. Dude, when I was 8, I used to cry to that song. I feel this song so much.
Okay.
I'm hanging
So,
by a moment.
couple things wrong with
Nickelback
that.
was good.
Sean, don't talk shit about Nickelback,
Well,
bro.
no,
You love.
They were okay.
You love
back in
Nickelback.
the day. Well, listen.
Look,
We'd listen to
everyone
them
liked
on the
them.
boat and the river.
I have facts. I want to hear you guys say something because I have facts.
Everyone liked them at one point in time.
Yes.
So there's that.
I
thing.
agree.
That is true.
I
That
agree.
is true.
Everyone liked him.
100%.
The reason this is an unpopular opinion is because people trash them on the internet, and it's not fair.
It's true. The irony to me is
You love Nickelback.
no. The irony to me is this unpopular opinion was also recently featured on something that you were trashing hardcore,
What?
super hardcore.
What's that?
Deadpool 2.
Oh, you trashed
First of all, I did not trash Deadpool 2.
You were trashing the Christmas PG-13
I have not seen
cut.
that. Did they talk about this on there?
Yeah. Wait, have
Do
you,
you agree?
seriously not seen that?
No, I have not seen it yet. We haven't talked about it.
What?
Do I need to watch that?
No. You haven't seen. Seriously, I thought that's where you got it
Oh
from.
no, absolutely not. I've not seen Deadpool yet.
You haven't
But
seen
you didn't
Deadpool?
see.
No, not that like the Christmas night
I
thing.
haven't seen the Christmas night.
But
Yeah,
you
I
didn't
guess
see.
that's what he's talking
you
about.
didn't see the trailer where he references this unpopular opinion.
I guess not.
What? Dude. Okay, give me some of your
I don't know.
facts.
Maybe I did, but yeah, let's just get into these facts. First of all, let's go through some of these people. Okay, they've had an all-star lineup since the get-go. Okay, a lot of known names. You know, really talented people.
Who?
Chad Kroger.
Who?
Chad Kroger.
Okay.
What about Ryan Peake, lead guitarist? Okay. What about the great Mike Kroger on bass? Slap at the bass. Mike Kroger. What about the great, some say the best ever, Daniel Adair on drums? Huh? Some say the greatest ever.
No one knows any of these
Sean,
names.
some say the greatest ever. But what about the third Kroger in the equation, Brandon? He was also a drummer for the band at one point.
Whatever happened to them?
Oh, they're still killing it, Kev.
Are they?
They're still killing it. Are you kidding me? These Canadians can play, eh?
Lifehouse?
Nickelback.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nickelback. Hits on hits. So we all just wanna be big rock stars.
Okay, look.
Living
I'm
driving
gonna
fancy cars.
Here, I'm gonna do your argument for you.
The girls come easy
Okay.
and the drugs come cheap.
I'll do your
Okay, let's watch it.
argument for you.
Yeah, but you know, you're Marvel licensed by Fox. It's like if the Beatles were
Does he help me
produced
out?
by Nickelback. It's music. It sucks.
Hey, that's it.
Whoa.
I've had it. With all
What'd he
the
say?
Nickelback hating, right? You think that makes you cool with the cool kids in school, Fred?
No, it just makes me right.
It doesn't.
They're overproduced, formulaic ear garbage.
Oh, really?
I haven't
know who
seen this.
disagree with that? Facts. 50 million albums worldwide. 11th best-selling musical act of all time. Billboard's most successful rock group of the last decade. 6 Grammy nominations, 12 Juno Awards. That's
one of mine.
6 Billboard Music Awards, 2 American Music Awards.
Yep, that's one of mine.
People's Choice Award, Canadian, and a partridge in a pear tree.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you, Ryan Reynolds. I have that stuff on here. I don't even have to say that, man. 27 total awards,
Okay.
including Artist of the Year and Best Group, man.
How long have
But-
they been around for?
But
Since like 01, right? I don't know.
now
17 years.
I'm gonna have to shoot that whole argument in the foot.
What's this song?
Oh, you don't know this?
No, this isn't one of my faves, I guess.
Oh, this is
This isn't a deep cut.
These
I'm
are
a
boys.
I'm a deep cut kind of guy.
these are your boys. These are
I'm a deep
this
cut.
is Nickelback.
This radio stuff I don't listen to, okay?
no.
I like the Nickelback deep cuts. Like, we all just want to be a big
Yeah.
rock stars.
Oh,
Because
I
that
know.
wasn't on the radio.
Yeah, I know, but no, this is them.
Dude, this is not them.
You
fuck
wish
is this?
you wish it wasn't them. But trust me when I say it's them. You ready?
No, this is...
Here we
I'm
go.
ready. I'm ready.
It's Adam Levine. That's not them.
It's them.
Wait, when did they start doing this? Is this new?
Dude, that looks like Robert Palmer.
like-
It hears
back
like
in the
him.
80s.
It's like 4
it
years
hears-
old.
It sounds like him.
She keeps me up. Look at him.
Are you kidding?
What? When did he cut his hair? This is not the Nickelback I know and love. Damn it.
Well, I hate to crush your dreams, but that is them, sir.
No, this is new. This is
Wow.
new. This is bogus.
These are your boys.
I'm not mainstream.
This is who you're repping
We're
right
not
now.
We're not mainstream anymore.
So there we go.
Let's go back to the old Nickelback.
They look like everybody else.
Looks like
So back to what I was saying, guys. What about this one?
Sean wins.
Look at this photograph.
Oh my god,
Every time I do it makes me laugh.
dude.
Someday.
Nickelback of old, okay.
Yeah,
good,
man.
Good for a song or two, and that's
Dude.
about it. Then I'm done.
I will agree with you on this. I'll agree with you on this.
Hits
and
on
this
hits on
only.
hits on hits.
I'll agree with you on this only. The
2 AMAs, 6 Grammy noms.
heat, like the hate for them,
Unwarranted.
is unjustified.
for no reason.
It's kind of funny though, because it's really just like someone started. Do you remember the thing like what was it like? Do you hate Nickelback more than a pickle or something? Do you remember that?
No.
There was like a website. It was like, what do you hate more, pickles or Nickelback?
I love both.
And it was like Nickelback lost. It was like 5 million
Oh,
to
that's
something.
sad.
Like everyone was just like,
man.
give me pickles all day. I hate Nickelback. I fucking hate those guys.
And they're from Canada?
They're from Canada.
I didn't know that.
They're
I thought
Canadian.
I thought they were
Makes
from
me
the
like them
South.
They're
more.
Canadian.
Because I Canada. You know I
You
Canada hard.
You Canada hard.
You-
Show the
you
hat
like
off,
Canada,
man.
huh?
He Canada.
Canada hard. I'm all Canada.
You mean
Canada.
part of North America?
Canada.
Part of the United States?
Part
Canada.
of North America.
No, they're the United States.
I don't believe they're part of the United States, sir.
Well,
I'm pretty good at the geology.
pretty good at math, Kev. I'm pretty good at math.
Just saying.
I'm guessing.
I know that Canadian plus America doesn't equal. Huh?
Okay, so yes, the hate is unwarranted.
Something like
However,
poor Nickelback.
However-
So
you know
we
what? I
so
like
we,
them.
we
So they're-
agree
but
though
they're
they're
not
great.
great.
They're the greatest
No,
band
they're
ever.
not great.
I like them now since everybody hates them.
They're the greatest,
They're
right?
the underdogs. I like the underdogs.
You want to know why everyone hates them, Kev?
Because they cut their hair? No?
Because everyone's jealous. Because you know why?
Why?
Everyone just wants to be a big rock star.
jeez. All right.
Live in hilltop house and drive a big old car. And the girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. And the some. So we just
really are a
won't
fan.
eat and hang out in the coolest bars. You know what's funny?
Tell me.
So literally, I came up with this. I have not seen Deadpool. That's crazy that he says that because it makes me feel good. I was hanging out before I came over here.
Yeah.
Trandon stopped by and we were just talking. Like he kind of gets me hyped up for Thursday podcast. We
Yeah.
have a quick conversation
Your
and
hype man.
it gets my thoughts going. And like I was like, this one, like I like this. Like I think this is funny. And he was like, why? And I was like, because Nickelback, like a lot of people hate him. And he was like, I mean, like I used to like, I don't hate Nickelback. And so I was trying to I was playing some songs. And I was like, okay, like let me remember exactly, all the great Nickelback songs. And I swear to God, this dude knew every single word to every single Nickelback song. He was like, oh yeah, no, that one I really like. And then I played the next one. He's like, no, it was this one. I love this one. And he knows all the lyrics. It was insane.
Jeez.
Awesome.
I love Nickelback.
Well,
They're the greatest. Trandon loves Nickelback.
Well, okay.
Kev loves Nickelback.
Nah, well,
Sean loves Nickelback.
back in
No,
the day,
take it
Kev's
easy.
favorite band's Nickelback.
Take it
when
easy.
we'd be floating down the river, drinking, Nickelback.
Be good.
The
That'd be a
girls
good
would
river
put it
song.
on, you'd listen.
We'll,
Yeah.
Be a good river
we'll
song.
end it right here. Nickelback,
No.
Tom Petty.
Oh, whoa.
Fuck off.
Wow.
Is that what it's gonna be? You're just gonna troll me with this bullshit? Stop. Take it back because you know you're wrong. No.
Nickelback,
No.
Tom Petty.
No. Stop.
A little bit
Stop.
more of a gap.
Stop.
I don't know. You think the joke with Tom Petty and the
Just-
Heartbreakers was just the fact that they were so damn ugly?
Do me a favor. Kill that bottle and then just jump in your car because you need to drink and drive after a comment like that.
Ooh.
Hey,
Yeah.
I hope you end
Tom
up in
Petty,
the ICU.
come on.
I don't want you to die. I don't want you to die, but I hope you end up in the ICU.
you just need to go to jail. Okay, you need to go to jail, or you need to think about what you've done.
Yes, that was the joke because
Yeah.
they are so ugly.
Poor Tom Petty.
But he didn't realize it. I don't even think
Yes,
he
he
realized.
did,
No,
bro. He's the one that said it. Watch the documentary, bro. Watch the documentary. Stop. Don't bring Tom Petty into
No,
this.
the funny thing is,
who's
I
the lead
did-
singer of Nickelback?
Chad Kroger.
Chad Kroger.
And if you watch
Was he in the Traveling Wilburys?
if you watch, dude, no. But here's the thing: if you watch that Tom Petty
saying.
documentary,
You being serious?
I'm being
Oh,
dead
you were.
serious.
It was a setup.
Come on.
I'm
It was
just
set up to
I'm
talk
saying,
shit. Okay,
no,
I was like,
no.
dude,
What I'm
are you
saying
doing?
is,
Yeah, was he in the Traveling
no.
Wilburys?
But what I'm saying
No.
is, if you watch the Tom
Was he
Petty
in the
documentary
supergroup?
close,
I don't
then
think
you
so.
saw that his
No.
greatest influence was Chad Kroger. You fucking nerd. He says it.
Stop.
He
There are
says
people
it.
that are going to hear this that don't understand, and they're going
He
to think
says
there's
it.
truth in this.
Dude, Tom
You're
Petty
saying
said his greatest
insane
influence
thing-
was Chad Kroger. The Kroger boys taught me to play. That's what he said. The Kroger boys taught me to play.
Gosh.
The Kroger.
It could have been the other way
Kroger
around,
boys.
but it definitely wasn't that way.
The Kroger boys
Stop.
from Canada.
Okay.
Shout out to the Kroger boys. Kroger boys.
Once again,
Kroger.
you've lost
Just that
all
name
credibility.
Makes me laugh.
You've lost every single ounce of credibility. Now I have to disagree with you 100% because you're the worst. You're honestly the
Hey
worst.
man, I don't know,
Hey, you know what? You're really good at being the worst.
dude.
You might be the
I
best
I
at
named a
being
bunch
the
of
worst.
songs that were all better than anything Tom Petty's ever put out.
You're the best and the worst.
Cause we all just don't wanna be big rock stars. Living hilltop houses, driving fancy cars.
Okay, so
What's up, man?
you're 100% wrong.
What's up, man?
And we're killing this topic
Kevin,
now.
you got something to say, guy?
Oh, I have something to say.
You got something to say?
All right, so
Speak your truth.
Kevin, the floor is yours. What would you like to talk about, sir?
Well, California goes. I'm a California boy.
Again,
Sean,
California.
I know. Imagine
It's all about
that.
California.
Everybody follows what California
true.
does, don't they?
It's weird.
That's what they do.
I don't know
That's
why.
how it goes.
I don't know why.
California
I was one of the
sucks.
people that signed that petition to get them off of the United States.
I did too.
but-
I wanted to be on.
But I didn't. I
was
didn't.
gonna
I
move
didn't.
to Arizona
I didn't
and
want
laugh.
to. I was gonna say I didn't want to keep you out. I just wanted just some distance.
Believe me, California's just a headache. Sean, you grew up in California,
Yes.
so every summer we have a drought, and it never gets better.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about the drought, but it's going to encompass a couple things here.
Well, I mean, California is landlocked, so it makes sense.
Yeah, we don't have the ocean.
It's hard to get water there.
Yeah, we don't have any.
We don't have that problem here in Indiana. We are on the coast.
You know, you could empty out a Lake Tahoe, and it'd be, I think, 2 to 3 feet. It would cover California.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So Southern California always worries about what the snowpack is going to be up north, because that's where we get our water from.
Mm-hmm.
And
you don't get it from that blue thing out there?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go into that.
Okay.
I have some numbers.
Okay.
Because, and this happened years ago. It happens every like 5-6 years. We have a drought. We have to cut back on using water. We cut back on using water. You limit your showers to an hour instead of 2.
Right.
I got to shower for 2 hours.
Shit, we live in $2 million houses out here. You got to be clean.
And you can't water your front yard, this and that, whatever. So we cut back. And what do you think? What do you think Department of Water and Power does after we start getting a nice snowpack up north? Oh, well, you guys aren't using enough water. We're going to have to raise your water bills. They do it every 4 or 5 years.
Sound logic?
What?
It makes sense.
Yeah.
So they tell you to stop using water.
They tell us to cut back on it.
Dude, you guys are such suckers. They got you right where they want you. Hey, stop using that water. Hey, you're not using enough, nerds. You got to pay us now.
Yeah, you're not using enough. We need more money. So anyways, all you have to do is build, because we have the Pacific Ocean right there.
Yeah.
Desalination plants.
Okay.
Right? Do you think California does that?
No.
Why?
Because they're assholes.
They like to spend money on
unnecessary things.
Thank you.
Okay.
And one of them,
I don't know too much, but it's typically what I get from the news I get.
Okay, so one of the unnecessary things, and this is on one of the radio stations I listen to all the time. It's KFI.
And they're funded by the California government.
Yeah.
That's a taxpayer thing
Believe
as well.
me, all the governors love this station. No, they hate them. And, all you'd have to do is build desalination plants, make some water catchment plants, just to catch the rainwater, which we don't do. Instead, we're spending, I think it's about 77, maybe up to $80 billion right now.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, on a bullet train.
Nice.
And it's not a
bullet train.
Yeah. Take you from LA to San Francisco, where I don't want to go. No, because the homeless problem up in San Francisco is just as bad as it is in LA.
They're pooping on the streets.
Yeah, they are.
I hear it's worse.
They have the poop squad. You heard about that,
Dude,
right?
it's real.
5 guys.
And more YouTube documentaries I've seen. It's real. It's
5
bad.
guys, hazmat suits. You have an app. You can download an app on your phone.
Drop a pin where your poop is.
Where the poop is.
Now that's the real life Pokemon.
You go to augmented reality, the poop fights you back and stuff. Dude, it's insane.
So they hired these 5 guys, and I looked it up. I think they're making about $120,000 a year.
Yeah.
To go pick up human feces. But
Good
anyways,
for
that's San
them,
Francisco.
man.
Yeah, good for them, but I need more.
Yeah, San
I need
Francisco. Anyway,
more.
so 77, 80 billion, and it started out at about 8 billion is what we are going to pay for this.
Okay.
It is in a bond measure 10 years ago.
Right.
Actually, when did President Obama get elected? Was it 2008?
08, yeah.
Yeah, they put it on that one. Why did they put it on that one? Because they knew they'd bring more people in because it's presidential, and everybody had voted.
They snuck it in there with
Right.
with those guillotines, man.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Fucking assholes.
Those guillotines are going to be showing up in your backyard soon.
What do you know?
So anyways, I know I'm not going to say it too loud, though. Anyway, so 80 billion. And the reason why it's costing so much right now is because where they want to build it, well, they can't build it. Because, you have the, you're going to get rid of let's say the black-eyed toad in this area. You can't build it through here.
Right.
So it's the naturalist or whoever. So they're thinking
Tree huggers.
Thank you.
Just blanket statement.
Yes.
We know.
huggers.
They know who they are.
You know who you are. You're not listening to this at all.
No, yeah.
Well,
You
they
hate
should.
us.
Yeah.
They should. Anyway, so it's up to 77, 80 billion. You know how much a desalination plant costs to build?
How much?
1 billion. And it'll give you 50,000 gallons of fresh water a day.
Okay.
And I'm even wrong on that, guys. I apologize.
So
50 million gallons of drinking water every day.
So
1 billion for a plant, and let's just say,
so what's this? You're just talking about a filtering plant,
yeah,
of some sort to collect rainwater.
not even rainwater, ocean water.
Ocean water. Okay. Well, I mean that's what it should
Of which
be.
there is no shortage.
Yeah.
No, San Diego built one for 1 billion.
And the thing is, can we really? Okay, you know how some people
Are you
say
saying million with an M?
Billion.
1 billion with a
Okay,
B.
but you could build,
Even if it were, but I get
let's
it
say
though.
it's 2 billion.
Yeah.
Because government, they go over cost every
Right.
time. A toilet costs twice as what it should.
Right.
You could build 40 of these along the coast,
Right.
large cities.
and
for
have
the
no,
cost-
and have no issue.
No issue. Well,
Yeah.
you would have an issue, of course. Everybody has an issue in California.
Yeah.
But you could get around that.
Mm-hmm.
But for the cost of a bullet train,
Solve the water crisis.
the water crisis done.
Wait, who's building a bullet train? Who's building this bullet train that you're talking about?
We call him Moonbeam Brown,
Okay,
Governor
'cause you're-
Jerry Brown,
Okay. Oh, okay. So wait, why is he building a bullet train?
because he likes trains.
Why didn't he just
Honest
let
to God,
Elon
look it
Musk
up.
do this
He's a
shit?
train freak.
Just let Elon
He's
build
got
a
a set. He's got a
just let
set in his
Elon
room.
build the track.
Well,
you know what I mean?
He's working on it.
Elon's working on it.
That's what I'm saying. So why
underground,
does this dude? Why don't this dude just his
'Cause
shit's going to be obsolete whenever Elon's
because
done?
he wants something. Okay,
With his
so
name on it?
Jerry Brown. Look him up.
Who's Jerry
one day.
Brown? I'm looking him up right fucking now,
Look
man.
up Jerry
I don't
Brown.
like this guy.
He's been the
This guy
governor for
twice now.
Yeah.
He was
Since
back in the
forever.
70s, and then he came back.
in the 70s, and now he wants a victory lap.
Oh,
He
yeah.
wants to come back and ruin things.
Yeah, they call him Moonbeam, and that's because back in the 70s he was very hippie-ish.
Okay.
He actually was in I don't want to say Catholic school, but seminary. He was going to be a priest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this guy's, for lack of a better word, he's a douche.
He's 80 years old.
He's a bald douche.
He's too old to be serving in office. You shouldn't be 80.
This guy,
He's
this
a
guy,
governor.
this guy and his family have been on the tit of California
Mm-hmm.
forever.
Yeah.
He's never
Well,
held.
he's a politician, man.
He's never held a
and the
job.
douche.
Well, douche nozzle is what I like to
Douche
refer to
nozzle.
him as. But anyway, so he's all for this bullet train, and this bullet train when we voted for it,
Yeah.
and I voted no, of course.
Of course.
It was going to get you to San Francisco, and from LA to San Francisco, what? 2.5, 3 hours. Guess what?
Now it's going to take 5.
Not going to happen. It's going to get you there in about 7 hours.
Shut
what it
up.
is to drive.
Wait, how far is that? Yeah, how far is
It's a 7-hour drive.
Ish. Yeah.
7-hour drive.
I mean, with,
7.5, 8 maybe.
it'd be a little bit longer with traffic and whatnot, but yeah, that's not like
Well, because they have
you get, but it doesn't change anything. I mean, if you could legitimately do LA to San Francisco in 2 hours on a train,
yeah,
or even 3 hours, that is a game changer
game changer.
for sure.
But it can't because they have to use the existing rails. They're using what Amtrak and what North Burlington Northwest or whatever it is.
But those aren't made.
Burlington Northern.
Bullet trains have to be like the tracks for those have to be somewhat
Yeah.
straight, right?
Yes.
And those trains are not. I mean, they weave in and out and all over the place. That is an inefficient ass way to travel.
Inefficient.
Have you done
and
that train?
Expensive. I've done a train from Fullerton to Needles because I was going to the river and I didn't want to drive. Horrible. Horrible.
There is.
ride.
I mean, my dad loves taking the train.
Yeah.
He is a fan. He's a fan of trains, for sure. But he came out here on the train. He took the train here. It was like a 4-day thing. But he's retired.
Wait, hold on.
He just
From-
retired.
From where?
From Sacramento.
How do you get here on a train?
I don't know, but he did
You
it.
can't fucking do that without a bindle.
I'll tell
You can't fucking do that without a bindle, man. Like,
I'll tell you right now.
Then you have a little stick with a
I'll
sack
tell you
on
right
it,
now.
like
yeah,
a,
that's what
you know.
that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you?
I'll tell you right
mean?
now. One, it's not direct, like
No.
at all.
He has to
You have
change
a
trains?
train layover.
Oh yeah, all kinds of stuff. Because just to get
Really?
it's super. Yeah, there's no train that's just like over
Plus,
here.
he's got to stop at all those factories and drop off all the coal and plastic and
Exactly.
shit that they got on the carts.
No, it was. He told me about it. It was like 3. It's like 3 days. I think it's like 3 or 4 days.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would you ever do that?
He's retired, man.
He might as well fucking moonwalked here. Could have saved some time. God bless, man.
He got a compartment, right?
On the way out, yes, like a sleeper compartment.
Yeah, that's
and he
what
said
you do.
it wasn't
Dude,
terrible.
Sean's
And on-
dad. If you're listening, man, I hear cool things about you, but you've got to change your travel, your ways of travel, guy. Okay.
I couldn't do it. When we were young, he took us, me and my sister, we took the train to Tucson from Sacramento.
Okay, I could see that. That would be about a day.
It took about 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
It took like 2 days.
Here's
Here's the
one of the steam coal driven engines.
I swear to God. All right, cart 34. It's your turn to shovel the coal. Go ahead back there, please.
Here's the mess up thing about taking the train anywhere.
Yeah.
Oftentimes,
Weird people.
you are in fact on a fucking bus.
Oh, yeah.
You're on a bus.
Yeah, you're
It's the
right.
same thing. Like, yeah.
But
No,
but
you're
you're
on a
on a
bus.
bus.
You're
It's
on a
like
bus.
you take a train
To
from
a bus.
here to here,
For a
but then you
bus.
have to get on a bus because there aren't train tracks that go to this place, and then you pick up the next train and take it to somewhere else where you can catch a bus.
You're right.
And take it there. Like there's a lot of bus travel.
What do you mean? You get on buses? and
Yes.
shit?
Yes. The buses aren't on the
You
train
get on-
tracks,
Okay, I swear to God, that's what I really thought you meant
No,
at first.
like you-
no,
No,
like they
that's
just
not what
throw
I
a
mean.
bus on the track.
No,
They're just like in between the caboose and the front one.
What I'm
you know?
saying is,
No,
you
he's right.
you have to take because train tracks do not.
Go
They're not everywhere.
Yeah, no.
So you have
You're
to
right.
travel in between trains and buses to get to where you're going. Yeah, it's super fun.
Using
And when we went to Arizona, when I was a kid, man. I was like,
this doesn't even make any
I was
sense
like
to me.
maybe
This
10
is
years
so
old.
fucking inefficient.
It is.
I have a
Just drive.
I have a funny train story about this whole thing. So, one, we're trying to take the train. Due to bad weather, track got washed out. So we have to take, track got washed out.
You had to call your mom to come get you in her
No,
car.
so we had to take. No, seriously, listen. So Sacramento down to LA. So we have to take. We cannot take the train down to LA from Sacramento because the track is washed out. So what do? They put you on a bus, and you take the bus to LA. And then we got in, but because buses are way faster than trains, we got to where we were going, like 6 hours early or something. So then we have to sit in the train station for like 6 hours while we're waiting for our next train that's going to take us.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just this huge debacle. But at one point in time, this is one of those funny things where, you're a kid and you have no concept of what's going on. And then you get older and then you look back on a thing and you're like, oh, that's what's happening. We ended up sitting on the train next to a male prostitute who had severe substance abuse problems.
It's always fun.
Severe. And my dad...
Did you offer him help?
No. Dude, my dad... The funny
How
thing
much?
is... I mean, my dad, played it cool. Because, what is he... we were where we were. This guy was where he was. And it was fairly quiet. There wasn't anything else going on. But my dad played it cool. Didn't make a big thing out of it. He sheltered me from I didn't know what was going on, and the guy would walk away for a minute and I would ask my dad questions and he would give me vague answers that
He's giving him a
that I didn't really understand.
He's just giving him directions.
No, dude, but this
He owed
dude,
him a little
there's
money.
this drug addict, male prostitute, and again, now when I think back on it and I can kind of piece it together, was telling stories about living in some crack house. And then his pimp would come by and they'd shoot up the house, these crazy stories. But I didn't really get it, because I was 10 years old. I didn't understand it. So anyway, you should take the train.
Okay, so what this
advertisement for the
what
train.
this sounds like to me, just to put it in perspective. So if you were traveling from California to Kentuckiana, whatever you want to call it, plane,
Yes.
car,
Yes.
bus, bike, Heelys, Razor scooter,
Boat. If you could do a boat.
feet,
Rat
boats,
race scooters. Rat race scooters.
literally
Yeah.
through the Panama Canal, and then fucking train.
Yes.
Yeah, it goes at the bottom.
I would agree
Literally,
with that.
whenever you said buses are faster than trains,
It's true.
why are we holding on to this pastime, America? Okay,
Because
There's something cool about it.
Because Jerry Brown likes trains.
There's
dude,
something
whenever
cool about
whenever
it.
that generation of
For
people
sure.
dies off, who really like trains,
Oh, yeah.
trains are done.
They're done.
They're done.
You know,
and they're
if you-
going, I don't know.
when you sit in a train seat and you're facing the, train's going that way,
Yeah.
you're facing this way, it's like you're going back in time. It's real interesting.
Now we're on to something.
Hey, wait, is this a
travel.
time travel
Wait,
argument
so-
again?
Would that
So
work?
back to the drought. I apologize.
That's all right.
I
Oh shit,
digress.
we were talking about a drought.
We're talking about the drought.
So anyways,
Because
What
they're
I'm
building a
saying
bullet
is,
train.
Yeah, and that bullet train's taking all our money.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And they're not willing. Nobody wants to think ahead. And I think I get angry every time. And I think Ellie has gotten mad at me a couple times. So I'll be driving. It'll start raining in California, which is rare.
awesome.
Yeah.
You guys
Very
get out and
rare.
start
and
dancing.
I sit there and I start getting upset because we're not. We don't have cash.
Grab the
buyers.
water,
Yes.
Ellie. Grab
the
your
water
cup.
barrels.
Grab the water.
Get the water barrels.
So
We've got a shower tonight.
It's interesting how their priorities are different.
So what you're saying is California's like a kid that cannot save their allowance.
Exactly.
They just got that money burning a hole in their
they wanna-
pocket.
They want
They
to
see that shiny new toy.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And no, it's funny because and I think I told you this last week. What California was trying to do, but the FCC got involved. Is they're trying to tax us for text messages.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
ridiculous.
And you're like the parent that's like, you know what you should really do is put that in a savings account.
Let's save our money.
And the state of California is like, fuck you, Dad. I want this train. I want this fast train.
I want this really fast. But son, the train's really not that fast.
No, it's not gonna. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be a
It's really
bullet
not that
train. It's
fast.
gonna just be a train.
The scenic route.
And they're gonna pay for employees to work on this train, and it's not going to. Nobody's gonna travel.
I mean,
Now, if they built a bullet train, if they built one, even a bit faster train that took me from LA or even Victorville up in the high desert,
Like a arrow train. Like a bow
to
and arrow
Vegas,
train.
to Vegas, that took me an hour and a half. I'd do it.
yeah. Okay.
I'd do it.
Train to Vegas,
I'd do
a
it.
lot more appealing than train to San Francisco. I don't ever want to go to San Francisco.
You don't.
And I love Full House. I love Full House. Okay, I was named after Full House. I love that shit.
Hey, that's right.
I love it. I love it.
There you go.
And
The Tanners.
I don't want to go
The Tanners.
to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Ever. Whatever.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Indeed.
California has a drought. They're not doing anything to fix it. I mean, you can't make it rain. I understand that, but
You know what you can do?
certainly do a lot of other things.
You can, okay, so you can start with like a stove and then like a pot of water. And you put the stove on the beach and you just scoop some water in that pot and you put it on the stove and you boil it. And then I hear if you boil it, like the salt's gone or something.
Yeah.
Right.
And then maybe you can
And
drink
then-
it.
Well, yeah, you can. But what you do, then you pass it on.
Mhm.
But then you tell them that they have to do that for 3 other people.
And you just keep doing
Start a movement. Hashtag
Hashtag
pass on the water.
it. Pass on the water.
boil the water.
Boil the
I'm
water.
telling you, desalination. And like I was saying, even if
Well, that's what they need to do.
even if a
It's
desalination
ludicrous.
plant costs $2 billion, it's well worth
Pay
it.
the-
It's
pay the
doing
$2 billion.
50 million gallons. San Diego did it. They're smart, even though they had I think they had hepatitis breakout down there with their homeless. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, but it's one of the rare times I feel like where there's actually an option that solves the problem, because that's usually
not the
it's
case.
not
That's
that
not
cut
the
and dry.
case. It's not
like,
black
well,
and white.
we could do this. We could spend $50 million here, but it doesn't really, but it's in the right direction, but it doesn't really fix anything.
Yeah.
You could do, but this is like
It's a short-term answer, but it's not.
right,
Yeah.
right. This is literally like,
Hey.
this solves it.
Hey, the answer's 2. You
Unless
just got to buy it. You just got to buy the 2. You want to buy it?
Unless, how do they power those plants?
Nuclear power. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know.
Turbines.
It's
Because-
turbines. I'm not sure how.
Actually, the fucking water.
Because
that's what I'm
'Cause you
thinking.
can, I mean, there are power plants like that that just go with kinetic energy from the waves.
because
the
there
water.
is,
Yes.
I know of a plant in Florida
Mm-hmm.
that is powered by coal
Oh, yeah.
Nothing wrong with coal.
because they get it from here. They buy
Coal-
it from here.
Coal America.
Coal.
Coal America. Here we go.
So I mean that could be a potential issue down the road.
Well, all of it could be
I don't
an
think
issue.
coal. I don't think coal's going anywhere immediately.
It can't.
It's
It
gonna
can't.
Well,
if
there's
coal
nothing
could not
else
go
out
anywhere
there.
immediately. If
Right.
it did, it would ruin the economy.
There's
It doesn't.
nothing
It
else
doesn't
out
matter.
there.
It doesn't matter. It's not like you're going to have those
Eventually,
all those coal
long-term-
miners transfer into wind producing energy jobs immediately. It would ruin the economy.
And
Yeah,
wind,
and wind's
wind
not
is
going to do
silly.
it.
Yeah.
That's just
It's
wind
not
is
going to do
silly.
enough.
You have
It's not gonna
solar
do enough.
power. Solar can't do
Dude,
it.
look at all those fucking fans out there. You think those fans are really getting us that much energy? I don't know about that. No, I don't know about that.
But what?
I got a
'cause we
fan in my
talked
house. It
about
doesn't
this
power
the
that
other
shit.
night. The wind, if you actually look at it, like the amount of square footage that would have to be covered
By fans.
for
Oh, yeah.
for
By
it to
fans.
be any type of sustainable. I mean, it's like
Every house would
I'll
have
tell
to have
you-
200%.
I'll tell you what. Though,
200%
I
of the
got
earth.
2 fans in my house, and my house is self-sustaining. I have a self-sustaining house because of these 2 fans. Okay,
That's beautiful.
I just turn them on, and then just keep spinning.
Nice.
And I pay my bill monthly, but
Right.
I don't know. Like my energy stays on.
If it's a low day, you have a bike that you pedal.
I chain my dog to the treadmill and let him power the fans.
There you go.
Self-sustaining energy. Before we go into Kev's story real quick.
Yeah.
Something very interesting that I guarantee you guys. Well, maybe you know. I don't want to downplay your guys' intelligence or anything like that, but
Go
I
ahead.
guarantee you don't know this shit.
Downplay it.
Okay,
Oh, I
so
definitely know.
in Australia, okay, so we're kind of
There's
talking
nothing
about
that you know that I don't know.
You know, the women in Australia
this guy.
are not as good looking.
Dude, they're
people
not as
say.
you would think, and all the guys have mullets. Why is that? Okay, we'll get in. What, you got something?
Chris D'Elia had a new special.
Oh,
it's
I
just a
haven't
short
seen it.
one. We watched it last night.
Do you know who Theo Von is?
Yeah,
Do you like him?
I'm
Dude,
on the fence.
he's kind of funny.
I'm
Like
on
some
the
of the stuff he
fence.
says, like his delivery's kind of bad, like sometimes, but he says some kind of funny shit.
He's hilarious on podcasts. I
On
haven't
Joe Rogan's podcast,
on Joe
dude,
Rogan's podcast.
he
He's
killed
hilarious.
it. He killed it.
He's
He
great
killed
on The Fighter and the Kid.
You know who Theo?
Never heard
No,
of it. Okay.
his
Could be
special.
funny.
His special. Like I didn't
felt-
really get
I started
into
to
it.
watch it. I only got 7 minutes of it last night. And fell asleep.
Yeah,
Like, so
I
don't
didn't
know.
get into it, but him on podcasts, on as the supporting act with the one-liners, he kills
Dude, he
it.
had this story on Joe Rogan's podcast. And he was talking about he was building the story up, right? He was like, yeah. He was like, so I was doing cocaine in my hotel room. He was like, and it was a big thing. Like I was blasted. I was blasted out of my mind. He said, and then something happened outside. I can't really remember. He's like, but I walked outside, and then realized that I locked myself out of the hotel or out of the hotel room. He's like, with no way back in. He's like, and I'm blasted out of my mind. And he's like, I don't know what to do. So he's like, I called the front desk and they came up here and they're like, what are you doing? Like, why'd you lock yourself out or something? He's like, I don't know. He's like, I could just told him anything, but I completely lied to him, but for no reason. He was like, I'm throwing a Christmas party in there. And he said, and the date is January 20th. He said, dude, went into this crazy story. And then the best part was, though, he was like, yeah, man. He was like, wild time. So funny. He was like, dude, how old were you? He's like, oh, that was 2 years ago. So really good. But
Make up a lie. Yeah, we do that.
but in Australia, back
In
to what I was
Australia,
saying,
yeah.
I saw another YouTube mini documentary. They have so global warming, that's an issue, right? Wrong. Check this out,
it's
dude.
not.
Dude, check this out, man. First of all,
Okay.
this guy has this machine, this plant that sucks in CO2 and cleans it. I don't know how that works, but
Okay.
it recycle it gets rid of it. It gets rid of it. Look that shit up. I don't even know.
Is it like a big tree?
It's a big tree. It's
one
It's a
big-ass
really
tree?
big tree.
Is it a forest?
It's on the moon.
Well, you know, global warming's a scam.
Well, because it's climate change.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, it's climate change.
It's called weather.
But yeah, I mean, well, and honestly, if we're getting into it, anyone who feels very strongly one way or another, Mount Vesuvius, if you're familiar with that,
Yes, I am.
whenever that erupted, that put way more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere than humans ever could and have. So facts.
Interesting.
It's
Interesting
true.
fact, right? There
Very
you go.
interesting.
It is.
There you go.
That
Earth's trying to kill itself. We're trying to save it.
All right. Enough of this semi-political and conspiracy bullshit.
Let me tell you something about politics. Okay?
Let's lighten it up a little bit. Kevin, I understand you have another drunk tale for us.
Kevin doesn't.
You wanna
Kevin
do
doesn't
your-
get drunk.
You want to do your?
Kevin doesn't get drunk.
You want to do your? You got a theme? You got your theme song? What was it?
Drunk tales, they don't come in a jar.
Yeah, there you go.
Drunk tales come from who you are.
There you go.
Kevin.
Kevin. Beautiful
So,
setup.
I got a good drunk tale.
All right, lay it on us.
Okay, so what is it? 2019 now.
That's
Now
crazy.
it is.
That's crazy.
Now it is. Yes.
This is between Christmas and New Year's of probably about 2006. Close to that.
Okay.
Might have been.
I remember 2006.
I want to say. I want to say it
clearly.
was December 30th,
2006.
2006. We'd gone up to a place, Johnson Valley. Now, Johnson Valley is outside of Victorville up in the high desert.
Yeah.
You go motorcycle riding up there. All sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy things happened that weekend. Actually, sad story. Some guy died up there because, you get really drunk.
Where were you at?
Yeah, really.
So,
Hey, Kev, we said lighten it up, man.
Sorry,
guys.
Sorry. I can remember we drove our golf cart over there to see what was going on, and they were doing CPR on this poor guy.
Holy shit, that dude's dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, because he's right, you get drunk and you start thinking you can ride.
That happened
ride
in the
your
parking lot.
motorcycle.
That happened in the parking lot at work one time.
Oh.
Like, holy shit, that dude's dead. It just happens sometimes.
It did happen.
It does. So, he's a big guy, but, poor guy. Anyway, anyways. So we're partying around the smudge pot. You guys know what a smudge pot is?
Say that again, please.
Smudge pot?
Smudge pot.
Absolutely. I'm super familiar with a smudge pot. No one knows what that is, Kevin.
No one
Elaborate.
knows what that
Elaborate.
is.
Don't act like it's a thing.
No, it is.
Okay.
Okay, guess. Throw a guess out there.
A smudge pot?
Does it sit next to your ghost box? No?
No, but I got my first smudge pot off the Starship called the Moon. Not
Jesus.
Anyway, so a smudge pot. They used to use smudge pots back in the day to keep the orange groves warm.
I got it.
When
I got it right here.
cold.
It's an orchard heater.
Yeah, and you'd put diesel fuel in it.
Okay.
You put diesel fuel in it. You light. It's almost like a big diesel smokestack.
All right.
So
Am I learning shit?
they're illegal to own unless you own an orchard.
Why?
None of us own an orchard.
Why is it illegal to
Global
own?
warming.
Global warming.
In California, it's illegal.
Everything
Man,
is.
I'll tell you what. Indiana's great. I'll tell you what.
You know
Let
what?
us do
You're
whatever.
right. So anyway, a friend
Just
of
because
ours.
everyone owns like a farm in Indiana.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, it's okay.
So a friend of ours had a smudge pot, and a nice one too. It was nice.
Oh, yeah. Top of the line. I got you.
Yeah. Polo.
Smudge pot.
Yeah.
Premium diesel fuel only.
Chanel smudge.
So as we're all standing around there, we're just drinking, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm drinking. Because we were there all day. Of course, we got there for early morning. We went out, rode our motorcycles.
You're drinking all day next to this giant diesel
Oh yeah,
stack heater.
and I'm
Just breathing it in.
What are you drinking? What are you drinking? You're drinking Coors Light?
diesel fuel.
Well, during the day, you really don't drink too much as you're riding. But
Sure,
when you
sure,
come back,
sure.
you grab a drink.
Yeah.
I think I was drinking Mike's Hard Lime.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
delicious.
Mike's Hard.
I have another
Mike's
good
Hard.
drunk story. As an ex-girlfriend of mine, this is great. But anyways, I'll just keep with this one. Okay. We're in Johnson
Save that
Valley.
link.
Been drunk a couple times, huh?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think it's December 30th. To tell you the truth. 'Cause I
Okay.
believe we went back home the next day and partied somewhere. Anyway, so I was sitting there partying, drinking. I'm drinking vodka now. Vodka, and you know what? It doesn't sound good, but I think it's Diet Coke.
Oh my
bless.
fucking dude.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
This is a drunk tale.
Listening to
my grandma would drink if she drank.
well, I ran out of cranberry juice.
Yeah, I guess.
No,
Kev.
anyway, so
You
there's-
just drink it straight then, man.
and I want to say we were doing shots of tequila. I'm pretty sure we
Nice.
were.
In the desert, next to a diesel
I remember
heater,
my
sipping vodka, Diet Coke, shooting tequila.
Hey, you got a chaser for that tequila? Try my vodka Diet Coke.
and I do want to say
You
Jack.
paint a lovely picture.
I do want to say Jack came out at one
I'm
point.
certain Jack was there.
And I remember my friend shaking his
Jack's
head
always there.
when they handed me the bottle. My friend going like this, and I went, took a chug. He shook his head.
Of course.
No, but anyways,
Makes me feel weird.
and see, and I was dating my best friend's wife's twin sister at the time.
Jeez, that's
bless.
a whole. That's a wait.
Best friend's
What?
wife's
Do it.
best. Do it again.
My best friend's
friends.
wife's twin sister at the time.
Okay. All right.
She wasn't with us. She was watching the kids.
Okay.
Anyway, so my best friend, his wife are there, and all of our other friends.
Yeah.
And when you get up there, you have all your travel trailers. We had a toy
Yeah.
box at the time.
Yeah.
Where it was double bunks, and then the couches turned into beds, and you could pull all your motorcycles, whatever, in there.
Right.
So, anyways, we're partying all night, and this crew partied hard, as I said. And I remember my friend's
Hard.
I can remember my friend's wife getting so drunk, and she's like, "I lost my glove. I lost my glove." And she goes, "Oh, there it is." I said, "Where?" She goes, "Right there." And she picks up an empty beer can. I'm like, "That's not a glove."
Just tries to shove her fingers in there.
I'll never forget that. She's all, "It's a can." I said, "No shit, it's a can."
No shit. It says Coca-Cola.
So the night winds down. It's, I don't know, 1 or 2 in the morning. We go into the we own our travel trailer.
Yeah.
Make sure our bikes are locked up. And, I'm thinking, I got to do something. I can't go to sleep like this, or I'm going to be in a world of hurt tomorrow. So I did the next best thing is I grabbed some NyQuil, because that'll knock you out and put you right through.
Yeah.
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
No, it does.
I don't think so.
It does make perfect sense.
That doesn't make sense.
I don't think it does.
You're not going to have any withdrawals in the night with NyQuil. It takes care of that. Believe me, try it sometime. It works. Anyway, so I did
Get
that.
drunk,
Okay.
drink NyQuil.
Get super drunk.
I just did super drunk, but I just did one. I didn't drink 2 NyQuils. I did
For
one.
every shot, 1 shot of NyQuil.
No.
I do.
that's
I
good.
would just like to bullet point this real quick.
Okay.
So we're gonna
Break it down.
We're gonna hit it pretty heavy with the vodka cranberry.
Diet Coke.
The second that we're out of cranberry, we're on
Diet
to
Coke.
vodka Diet Coke.
Yes.
There you go.
I didn't
We're
have cranberry that time.
We're okay.
So just skip the fucking
Skip the
cranberry.
cranberry. So we're doing vodka Diet Coke.
Yes. This is bad.
Take the
This
edge
is
off.
bad, you guys. This
We're
is bad.
shooting tequila
Yes.
You're hearing it now.
Jack shows
because it's
up.
a party.
Jack
shows up.
Yep.
You take him straight out of the bottle.
I think I had
Like
two,
God intended.
2 pulls. I think I had 2 pulls.
Okay. And
I'm standing around the smudge pot, which is keeping everybody
next to the
warm.
diesel fuel that
You
is
have
just
to have.
kicking diesel exhaust in your face.
You have to have
For
burning
hours.
diesel.
and then you're like, time to call it
And
NyQuil.
yes.
Okay.
So
This is against doctor's orders, by the way.
Yeah, we're gonna have David.
We'll have our pharmacist friend in, David, and we're gonna run
and
this
he's,
by him.
He's crazy, and he would not recommend that.
I think he would not recommend
It's
that,
never-
but we're gonna find out for sure.
it's never failed me except this one time, and it failed me.
Oh,
pretty
so
bad.
this is like a thing for you. Again,
well,
this is
it used
against.
to be.
Look,
Not
everyone.
anymore.
Kevin's a great guy.
Not anymore.
I think it's safe to say we love him.
Kev.
However, I would not recommend following his advice about chasing alcohol
With NyQuil.
with NyQuil.
Well, no,
I think that's probably a bad call. But
it's-
anyway,
it's good for me.
it works for you. Hey, to each their own.
So usually,
Individualized
this would
medical
put me
plan.
right to sleep. So I'm on the top bunk. My friend and his wife, they're out.
Uh-huh.
Bottom bunk. I'm on top bunk.
Yeah.
And I open the vent just a little bit, just to let a little cool air in.
on your face.
I like it.
And I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now, I'm laying on my back and I'm feeling like I'm going to pass the fuck out. I'm like, this isn't right.
Of course.
Oh my God, I feel like I'm going to actually pass out, but I'm laying down.
Yeah.
But not in like just finally fall asleep. Like
Yeah,
you feel weird.
I'm going to pass out. And I'm like, fuck,
Yeah.
this isn't right.
Mhm.
Then I think I'm going to get up,
Yeah.
piss, go outside, get some cool air.
into the desert.
Drink some water. Well, no, we're right there. The smudge pot's right there. So,
Oh,
there's
okay.
light.
All
from
right.
Nobody's up.
Dude,
Oh, by the way,
you
I'm
know what
listening-
happens whenever you're lost in the wilderness? You look for that goddamn smudge pot.
Yeah.
Follow the smudge pot.
And we were listening to Johnny Cash that night too, which but just
Nickel,
perfect night.
Nickelback, Johnny Cash, Tom Petty.
Now
Keep it going.
Okay.
Keep it going.
Where's the NyQuil? Anyway, so
Yeah. Please.
anyways, I get up
Yes.
and I managed to get myself down the ladder,
Yes.
go into the bathroom, which is a tiny bathroom. It's not big. There's a shower in there and all that.
Uh-huh.
Whip it out. I start to pee. I pass
Yeah.
out. Wham! Hit the wall.
Like narcoleptic?
Dude, hit the wall. Boom. My head hits the wall. Cook.
Yeah.
And I come back to, and I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, finish up,
Yeah.
put it back in. I
Yep.
turn to walk where the door is, pass out, right into the bathtub. And I'm laying in the bathtub, and I'm thinking, what the fuck am I laying on? And I'm feeling it, and I'm like, what is this shit? It's our helmets, our motorcycle gear, and I'm like, fuck. And
You piss all over it?
No, I'm
Okay.
done. I pissed in the
Okay.
toilet.
Okay.
I'm with
That's
it
good.
enough.
You knew where you were at.
I knew where.
Okay.
Well,
Kind of.
not at first. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Alien head? What am I? So I stand up and I'm like, fuck. Okay, I gotta get with it. I turn the sink on. I want to splash water on my face. Kunk. Pass out into the mirror. Kunk. Pass out. I go to my knees.
Yeah.
Get up, and I'm like, shit. And I rinse my hands real quick, throw water on my face. I turn around, open up the door, and my friend says he sees me now because he's up because he hears all this noise. He's like,
Of course he does.
he's like, dude, are you okay? I don't hear him. I passed out backwards. Kunk. Right into the mirror again. Swear to God.
dude, you're falling asleep on NyQuil.
I know. Dude, it was horrible.
It's like, I mean, yeah, you don't take Ambien whenever you're 8 shots deep, man.
So I passed out and I went backwards, and he says he's just staring at me. And I finally, he says I stand up and I walk outside, and I remember doing this. I finally walked outside.
Yeah.
I'm dripping in sweat. Yeah. Because it's just hot in there, and I'm passing out.
Yeah.
As soon as that cold air hit me, I got a nice cold water, sat by the smudge pot, drank it, and I felt I was 100% again.
God damn it, dude. I can tell you one thing from this story. I will never forget the fucking term smudge pot. Ever. I still don't even really know what it is, besides the fact that it heats fruit trees. But like, I'll have it in my head forever. Smudge pot.
No lie, I passed out 4 times. I've never passed out 4 times. Let alone in one night. That's impressive, dude. I've never done that again.
Did you call Guinness?
No, I didn't even think to.
That, kids, is why you don't mix
NyQuil and
alcohol. Well, especially in severe quantities.
Well, I thought it was going to help.
No. Well,
it didn't. So long story short, I got up the next morning, and what do you think I did? Damn straight. Hair of the dog.
There you go.
I got me a Mike's Hard Lime.
Mike's Hard Lime.
There you go. Yeah. All right. So for those of you listening at home, this week's miscellaneous bullshit cocktail is 2 parts vodka, 2 parts tequila, 2 parts Jack, and a whole lot of NyQuil. Okay, shake that shit up in your tummy and go to sleep, folks. You're in for a rough night.
Oh my gosh.
We call that the Kev special. I love it. I love it.
Oh
Kev,
my
you're
gosh.
a champion, man.
Thank you.
You're a champion.
I try.
You're a
I'm
champion.
not gonna lie, that is highly impressive.
He's a winner. Sean, you're a winner. I'm a winner. Kev's a winner. Sean's a winner. I'm a winner. We're all winners here.
We are definitely all winners here.
We're all winners.
We are all winners here. Are we getting ready to shut this down?
It sounds like you got the tunes on.
Music going?
I think it's about that time.
Yeah.
Kevin, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for coming on again.
Yeah,
thank
Kev.
you, guys.
Tanner.
You guys are awesome.
Kev's heading out, guys. Kev's gone.
He's gonna be gone
after this.
He'll be back.
I do believe he'll be back on the show
Absolutely.
at some point, hopefully.
He'll be back.
But he is traveling back to the
Great state of California.
great state of California.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they're going to accept you after these 2 episodes, man.
If they hear this, you know what? They'll stop me at. They'll
Throw
stop
you
me
out.
at
Stop you.
LAX.
Exactly.
They'll be like,
Throw you back.
Might just tax you. Might just tax you.
What else is new?
Yeah, that's
If you do have any more questions for Kevin, send them our way. We'll make sure we get them answered.
We're gonna start doing Skype sessions with him on the show.
Yeah,
I love that.
I think
I do
that's-
that in the New York
I
City.
think that's a
TV
goal.
right there,
We're gonna try
your
and figure
face.
that out. So yeah, send us your questions. Check us out on Instagram. We've been pretty quiet there during the holidays, but we'll start putting some more stuff up now that we're on the other side of New Year's.
Now that we're not having fun anymore.
Instagram at MBPod and Twitter at Podcast Bullshit, and you can email us at yo@mbpod.com.
yo@mbpod.com.
All right.
Ooh, simpatico.
Simpatico. All right, Tanner.
All right, like I said, Kev's a winner. You're a winner. I'm a winner. All right?
We're all winners.
Ask any racer. Any real racer. It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning. Dom Toretto.
Nice.
Good night. Vinny D for the win, man. I'll tell you
I
what.
love it.
Sean loves Fast and Furious. Did you know that?
Oh, no.
You didn't know that?
Oh, I love it.
Dude.
I love it a lot.
Oh my God. It would have
Don't
been
even
a
get us
fucking
started.
can of worms. That's his
Okay.
dude's favorite
I'll tell
movie
you right
franchise.
now.
Kidding, right?
I'll
No,
tell you right now.
no.
I love that
He
whole series. I'll
loves
defend it to
it,
the death. I
dude.
love that damn series. I'll defend it to the death.